So now what do I do? Well, I guess there's only one thing. There's something I'd like to know. Are you real? Can you feel?
Hi friends, I'm Prairie Vintage. My name's Linda. I'm an energy intuitive reader here on YouTube. I use spirits and my intuition, the tarot, to communicate energies to you guys, fantastic viewers. If you guys are new to this channel, welcome. You guys found me. Here I am. Hello. For those of you guys returning, I'm so blessed and I'm so grateful to do your reading yet again today. We are doing a mid-month check regarding you, the energy around you. This could be singles, this could be relationship, situationship, no contact, situations going on in your world. I don't know. I'm reading energies. Okay, apply it to whatever, your work, your person, your cat, your dog. I don't know. I don't care. As long as it resonates, then it's your reading. Sun, moon, rising signs, Venus signs, cross watchers. Okay, you can apply it to however you want to apply it. Strongest energy, most likely around you in your birth chart, is what is pulling through. So you can have multiple signs here that resonate. Okay, we'll start with Aries. Let's look at Aries. Now, crisscross rolls as you see fit. Okay, it's okay to switch sides here. We'll look at Aries, Spirit. What's going on for the rest of May with Aries here in regards to whoever they're dealing with here. For Aries, Spirit, clear and concise message for the greatest and highest good. Peacock, love it, of Aries. Please protect me and the viewer as I channel this message for the greatest and highest good of Aries. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Aries, for allowing me to tap into your energy, the energy around you at this time. I'm so blessed to be here. All right. Let's take a looky-loo. 8 wands. Under that, we have the Devil in reverse. 7 pentacles, 9 of swords in reverse, Justice, Queen of wands, Queen of pentacles, the moon. Page of Pentacles in reverse, the Chariot, Ace of Wands in reverse, 3 Pentacles in reverse, the King of Wands in reverse, and the King of Swords. All right, you're showing me a bit of people here. Let's see what's going on. Okay, I'm kind of getting the I know better now energy from this group. I don't know if this is you, Aries, that knows better, or maybe someone you're dealing with seems to have pulled away. It's giving a I no longer want to stay in this toxic energy, whatever this is, coworker, situation, person, relationship, I don't know. But you're saying here, I want to get away from this as fast as I can, or finally I've broken free. Is that a word? Broken? Yeah, broken away. I've broken away. Flying free. I no longer want to invest here, and you might have been invested for quite some time, you know? So this probably wasn't an easy decision, but I feel like at one point it might have been very, 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 very stressful. Or maybe the thought of calling it quits or writing it off was something maybe that might have required more of your energy or effort, or stressed you out more. So this might have been something, like I said, that you had a hard time maybe freeing yourself from. But I feel like in this case, I'm feeling like karmic justice here is like serving up a plate to whoever it is here you were dealing with, or like you had to find your own justice here, and your justice was, I'm no longer playing the game, or I'm no longer interested. Yeah, it's like I want to focus on myself, and I don't know necessarily what that looks like, but you're heading into that. I think you're listening to your intuition. I feel like whoever you're dealing with here, maybe you couldn't trust them, or there was something that you didn't see, or maybe they were, I don't know, making you feel like you had to guess, or like making you feel like they weren't being upfront with you, or they didn't seem as interested in you is what you felt, or maybe they were lacking confidence in themselves or a game plan or something like this. It's like maybe this was someone who just seemed cold, or who seemed like they were all talk and they didn't put their money where their mouth is, or they just, I don't know. But whatever this is someone you felt like you couldn't work with it because they weren't workable. I'm really getting an energy of somebody who might have seemed very cold, who didn't show you any interest. And maybe this is like just an energy as simple as you were crushing on someone here and maybe trying to win them over to the point of maybe you were with this person for some time, but they never really seemed fully invested. And then it seemed like you couldn't build anything with this person. And so you're just like, I'm out of here, you know? And I feel like you break free from whatever this is without the challenge of maybe the past, you know, with like no, I feel like there's no hard feelings on your end. Like you're like, okay, karma will sort of take care of this. Yeah, like your freedom and your peace is more valuable here than trying to sort through or figure out a situation which seemed uncertain about you, or whether it would be something that could work to something more here. So let's see, like what's the other energy sort of feel like here? Spirit for Aries, the other energy here that I'm looking at, how are they feeling? Ten of Cups. Oh my goodness. And there's this crossed by the Three of Wands. Yeah, like, and the Star in reverse, and the Eight of Swords, and the Emperor in reverse, and the Page of Cups, and the Knight of Cups. So this person has feelings, like a lot of feelings here. It's almost like, come back, Aries, you know, let me show you my feelings. And it's like because they see you sort of turning your back or like moving on. It's like they see what could have been. And it's like my person, my hope, my wish is getting away. And I don't know what to do. Like literally this person feels incapable. So again, either a lack of confidence, a lack of know-how, or some belief they have that they cannot. And they're not in a position to do the right thing or to step up to the plate here. So, but it's like, but I have feelings and I'm sorry that this happened now, you know, I don't know, maybe they've always been sorry. It's like, I feel the feelings have always been there with the Knight of Cups. Was like, I want to show you. And I want to tell you that I'm sorry because you're moving on and you're going away and you're taking my happiness with you. Okay, well, let's see how you feel then. Because, I mean, that's one energy. What does the other energy feel like? What does Aries feel like? What does Aries feel like, spirits? Three of Swords. You're like on the mend. They're like, you hurt me. Yeah, 10 Pentacles. So you're like, I want to build something that is secure. Page of Cups. And the Empress. Wow, we got the Emperor and the Empress. Magician in reverse. So I know I wasn't reading a whole lot of signs here, but we do have Taurus, Libra, Virgo, Gemini. Two of Cups in reverse here. Strength, Leo. Yeah, it's like you learned your lesson here, I feel. It's like you hurt me, or I don't want to stick around to get more heartbroken, because you opened with the 7 Pentacles, which means you were already emotionally sort of invested, or a lot of time spent in something that didn't develop. And it's like, you know, that something has to be sort of concrete in order for you to be happy. And I don't know, I still see this person trying to get in between you and your reality here, you know? It's like they see your value and they're coming forward with an inability to provide you with anything, according to them, because they're I don't know, they don't feel equipped is kind of what I see here, but all they know is there's the beautiful Empress, okay, whether you're masculine or feminine, it doesn't really matter so much as the energy you're giving off is this loving, caring person who's might have stepped into your self-worth, and this person's was a little cowardly, might still be a little cowardly, but is like, I don't know, like pushing through some of their uncertainties or lack of confidence in order to salvage a 2 cups with you. But again, like, I don't think this is sustainable. It's more of like let me interfere here before you get too far away. Okay, well, let's see then. What's the outcome here for May for Aries? What is this outcome? Now remember, this is just talking about May. Energy changes, it shifts all the time. Okay, what is the outcome? Outcome for Aries in this situation. We have a Star in reverse. Someone missed out. Ace of Wands in reverse. I don't think you feel the same way. Yeah, look at that. 4 of Cups. 6 of Cups. Why is the 6 Cups here? There's that freaking Page of Cups for the 3rd time. There's the 3 Swords in reverse. And the 9 of Cups and the 5 of Swords in reverse. Okay, so it's kind of similar energy here. I feel like your person keeps coming up with this Page of Cups energy, but I feel like they're like, I don't know, they're giving vibes of like a reverse King of Wands, like lacking self-confidence and incapable of like doing anything here. And so they feel sorry about this. So that they come as this Page of Cups, so emotionally immature. You know, they were an Emperor in reverse too. So I'm feeling like a heavy sort of fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. But it's like, if pushed to lose you, then I have to express sorry or show up some feelings, because they know that they feel some sort of way for you. It's like they're almost being called to step up here, maybe not knowing why they feel the way they feel, but they feel like a closeness here with the 6 of Cups, like you're their person, you know? And it's like, I don't want to be without Aries. So, and like I said, you can crisscross it if it's the other way around, but I feel like it's trying to prevent further heartbreak, because it's like, if Aries gets away, then I got to deal with this heartbreak and deal with this thing. And I feel like this created a lot of conflict between you and this person. Like, there might have been straight up an argument. You guys might be in separation. They might have been playing dirty. They might have had a third party interference here. Whatever the story is here, I feel like you're choosing yourself. I feel like this person might have been somebody who was really self-focused and a little immature or a little lacking self-confidence. And here I see you saying, I'm not interested in someone who isn't as into me. And whatever vision you had of what could be is kind of going out the window here. You know, you're no longer interested. And I feel this person might fear rejection. They might really fear, like, what's Aries going to do if I come forward with this apology? And I feel like you're just not interested in somebody who isn't confident or someone who doesn't pursue you here. And maybe at one point you wanted, like I said, an interest or a new beginning. But I feel like you're losing hope on this person. Like, you're saying this person's never going to sort of step forward here. Yeah. And I feel like you're just, every day that this person misses this opportunity, because it seems like a real missed opportunity, is like you're healing from this. That's what I see, Aries, for the month of May. I hope this helped you. I'll see you at the next one. Bye. Leo, how are you guys doing? Beautiful angels. Let's take a look at what's going on with your energy for the rest of May. Okay, back end of May for Leo. Spirit, clear and concise message for the greatest and highest good of Leo. Please protect me and Leo as I channel this message for the greatest and highest good of Leo. Energies could be reversed. Okay, so we see the Lovers in reverse, Gemini energy, Queen of Wands, there you are. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, you could be dealing with another Leo. We see Strength here, there you are again, Leo. 2 of Pentacles in reverse, Strength card was in reverse, 6 Swords in reverse, and the 9 of Swords in reverse. Why is the Lovers here in reverse? We have the Hierophant in reverse, Taurus energy. Just going to give it a shuffle here. See where all these cards aren't in reverse. Why is this Queen of Wands here? fact, that's the only card that's in the upright is your energy here. Why is this Queen of Wands here? Wheel of Fortune. Wow. Okay. Wise strength and oopsie. This one fell. Wow. King of Cups in reverse. Ten of Swords in reverse. The Star in reverse. Aquarius energy. Six of Wands in reverse. Nine of Cups in reverse. Three of Wands in reverse. Seven Swords. Okay. Let me see what's going on here. Seven Wands. What's under Seven Wands? Three of Pentacles. Okay. Something definitely fell apart here, and it does seem to be some form of a connection. Now apply to your situation. Yeah, there was like emotional blockage here. So someone was emotionally unavailable or like incapable for whatever reason to feel their emotions, which could have definitely resulted in a block here of progression. I feel like there might have been a lack of commitment on someone's end here, Leo. I don't know, was this you? But I feel like with the Wheel of Fortune here, there's something very destined here. But I don't feel like something's over. And maybe you don't feel like something's over here, because I do see like something not working, but then there's still like energy connected here. But I do feel like, I don't know, maybe someone was having to make a decision, you know, and they're stuck. It's kind of what it looks like. And this resulted in an ending here. And I don't know, there's some form of acceptance here, potentially, on like, it is what it is. It didn't work. It's not how I wanted it to go, but I guess it's not going to go anywhere. And then there's this, I want to fight for creating something with someone. This is what I want. So I don't know, are you like standing your ground about your point about like what it is you can create with another, and someone here is like not on the same page? That's what it seems like. And you're like full of fire about this. Like, I'm moving forward one way or another out of this situation, which seems like it's not on the same page. You're aligned with you. And this energy seems sort of stuck, you know? And it's like whatever could have been built or whatever sort of future was here is sort of stopped. And you're accepting some form of it's not working. But I feel like you're trying to not dwell on the loss so much, because I do feel like you're still full of fire. Okay, well, let's see then. I want to see what's your energy and like what's this person. Remember, you can switch roles here if you'd like. Let's see. What's Leo's energy here then like towards this person? What's Leo's energy then like towards this person or this situation, circumstance? Clear and concise message regarding Leo's energy. The Sun. Yeah, it's like you're trying to move on to better days. I don't think you're fully into the better days, but there you are. Beautiful Sun energy, Leo energy. How do you feel? Knight of Wands. Yeah, moving forward. I'm not slowing down. I'm not stopping. I know my happiness is moving on. Five Swords. It's like whatever this person did, I feel like created conflict in your world. Yeah, look, Five Cups. So you experience sadness here. You experience something you did not like. And so I feel like you have no choice but to sort of move forward. Two of Swords in reverse. So someone sat indecisive or sat here sort of stalled out is what it seems like. Yeah, Six Swords in reverse. It's like, I don't know how long you spent here with this person. Maybe you felt held back by this person or the situation that wasn't going anywhere. There's the Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, you're like, I can just move on my own. I don't need somebody here. Three of Swords in reverse. And then the Ace of Swords. And under that, we have the Four of Wands. So, yeah, and the Knight of Pentacles. I feel like you're slowly moving away from whatever this is because I think there's a greater truth here. You're seeing something clear in regards to what you can build with someone else because I think you wanted commitment or something solid or sturdy. And it's like, I see and I understand, and now I want a new beginning here, no matter how painful, because I feel like there's a lot of pain here in what you experienced, you know? And I think this is more of like, painful if you stay in a stagnant situation, which seemed to have you very stuck. And you're like, I want happiness. I know happiness is with a situation that's out there for me, and it might hurt moving on, but that's what I kind of got to do. Yeah, and it's like, I don't know, you see this person as someone who might have really hurt you or disappointed you or sabotaged things, you know? Yeah, so let's see, then you could be dealing with the earth sign, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. We have more Leo energy, so it could be another Leo you're dealing with here, but let's see. Spirit, Leo's person, the other person. How do they feel towards Leo? What's their energy in the situation? What's the other person's energy here towards Leo? Page of Wands. This person wants to talk to you. The Sun, they also want happiness here. And do they want to come in to provide some form of clarity here? So more Leo energy. 8 of Cups in reverse. They don't want you to walk away. This person definitely hasn't given up on this connection. I feel this person feels like you're their happiness here. Knight of Pentacles, 2 of Cups. Yeah, it's like this person wants to come forward to experience the 2 cups with you. Here's the 4 wands. I do feel with the 1 and the 4, it's like this person was conflicted about a 4 wands situation with you, but I feel like they want to come forward with some communication. We have the Alchemist, and I don't know what this is, but I do always get like magician vibes from this. Virgo, Gemini energy. It's like concocting some form of a plan here. Like, what is this person's plan? 8 of Cups in reverse. Queen of Cups. And this person hopes that you don't walk away too far here. Queen of Cups, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, 3 of Wands in reverse. And what is this 2 of Cups here? Ace of Pentacles in reverse. And the 6 of Swords, 2 of Swords in reverse. If this person feels you're getting away, this person hopes that you don't get too far. I feel like this person wants to share emotions with you, but I don't feel like this person's capable of giving you anything that's really solid here in the practical world here. And I feel like maybe this is what you wanted. You know, in order to come together, this person would have to sort of offer something solid here. And I feel like this person wasn't capable of doing this, hence why things fell apart. But I feel like this person is coming towards you. And I do feel like this person might be trying to figure out a way of how to make things work here. I think they want to provide some light around this, but I don't see that this person has an answer. So 3 of Swords in reverse. It's like trying to prevent you from fully walking away and having to deal with heartbreak. I do feel I need to dig into this a little more. Like, well, what's this other energy saying then? Spirit, for Leo, what is the other energy sort of saying? What are they coming forward with? I think they want to experience the 2 cups. 5 pentacles in reverse. They want to get out of the doghouse. They're still unclear, though. They're uncertain, and I think they're uncertain, like, maybe how far you've walked away, but I don't feel they're going to provide you with any certainty. Look at that. 10 of Swords in reverse. It's like, it's not over, Leo, but I'm still not sure. I just don't like feeling the way I feel, and I'm still really confused. 8 of Swords in reverse. So there's a need for them to figure out why they're confused or where they're stuck. High Priestess. But they're intuitively being called towards you to deal with this thing. but I don't feel like they're providing you with any insight. This could be someone who is just not giving you any information. Pisces, and they just don't want it to be over. Yeah, the star in reverse. It's like, don't get away. Wow, is this going to be like all of the collective? Don't get away. You're my wish. You're my vision. But it's like, I can't give you any idea of what the future holds either. And I think this is kind of what you wanted. So King of Wands in reverse and the Six of Wands in reverse. So I think what you wanted was your equal counterpart. You were showing up as the Queen of Wands. It's like, you have to be your own King of Wands. I think you wanted your match, you know, a power couple here, and it's like it didn't work with this person. And so they feel like they have to accept some sort of loss or step into match your energy here and feel their confidence. But no, this person is like very like nearsighted. It's like, I don't know and I don't see. All I know is I don't want to feel Five Pentacles here. And if Leo walks away too far, then I've lost Leo forever. And then I don't see the future. That could be a thing for me and once upon a time in the future here. But yeah, okay. Well, let's see. What's then the outcome here for Leo for the rest of the month? Remember, this is just for the month of May. Things can change. Okay. Do this reading 2 minutes from now. It could be completely different. So let's see. What's the outcome for these two? That's the outcome. What's the outcome? We see 9 swords in reverse. 2 cups. Could things be salvaged here if we get out of our own head? Judgment in reverse. So need to admit something, see something. The Devil, Capricorn energy. Someone's not wanting to see something, admit something to themselves. The Fool in reverse, Aquarius energy. Queen of Cups, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Why is this 9 swords here? What's the outcome? World in reverse. It's not over. Hierophant in reverse. Taurus energy. Temperance, Sagittarius energy. 8 of Cups in reverse again. And the Queen of Cups, clarified by the High Priestess again. And we have the Ace of Wands and the King of Pentacles in reverse. Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn energy. We have a major arcana. Wow, this is huge. This is huge. So what I see for the rest of May, I feel like whatever you are wanting, okay, if that was your energy, Leo, because I feel like you are wanting something more solid here. I feel like this person is not in a position to do this out of an 8 swords reasoning, but they are coming forward out of a desire. And this desire is, I don't want to lose you. And so I can give you emotions potentially here, if this is sort of what you want for now, but I cannot, I don't know, be honest about something here, you know, but there's a lot of anxiety to act. There almost seems like an urgency to act, but it's like, according to them, it's not over. And I feel like according to you, you're slowly closing this out, because I don't feel like you're completely moved on either here, but I feel like this person is still attached to something in their world that's devilly, you know, so they can't have a new beginning until they cut the chains of the devil here and walk away from something that they're still emotionally wrapped up in. But I feel like this person wants you to give them love, is kind of what it seems like here. And it's like, blindly do this for me without me committing to you or you seeing where this is going, and them not knowing if this is what you would do, but feeling like they would step forward to find this out, or else they would risk losing you forever. But I feel like this is more like a passion to sort of get in front of you so they could get out of the doghouse and feel warm and fuzzies here without dealing with their issue here. But I do feel like there's a lot of healing going on, and I feel like there's a need for there to be a balanced connection here. And maybe this is what you're doing, is like, I need to find a balanced give and take here in a connection, and until this happens, you know, I'm sort of, I don't know, like listening to my intuition. It's kind of what I feel here. But I feel like someone's definitely hasn't walked away from whatever they were being called to do. And I also feel like they're also not walking away from this connection. And maybe neither have you. This is what I see here. Leo, I hope this helped you. I'll see you at the next one. Bye-bye. Hello, beautiful Sagittarius. How are you doing? Let's take a look at your blah. Yeah, let's look at your blah. We're looking at your May, okay, but your mid-month. Mid-month, what's going on in energy around you? Your energy and what you're dealing with here, whoever you're dealing with, whatever you're dealing with. You can crisscross roles, okay, as you see fit. Let's take a look. What's going on with Sagittarius spirit? Four of Pentacles in reverse. We're letting go of something, are we? Four of Cups. We're tired of being rejected, feeling disappointed in love. Just emotionally blah. Missed opportunity, potentially. Something got stuck. Or are we tired of waiting on something that wasn't moving forward, or communication that never came? Yeah, letting go of whatever it was here that wasn't feeling good. Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. Five of Swords in the reverse. King of Cups in the reverse. Somebody emotionally unavailable here. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Maybe you were waiting on someone to communicate, somebody to acknowledge something here. It created a conflict and it never resolved itself here. Five of Wands. So you might have sat here with internal conflict. What do I do? What do I do here with this person? Hangman. Now you're seeing things from a different perspective. You're like, yeah, I could just let go and move on. Two of Wands. Pisces energy here. King of Swords in reverse. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. What's with this? Five of Swords. We have the High Priestess, Pisces energy. We have the Eight Pentacles and the Two Pentacles. Okay, what's this all about? Let's see. Eight of Cups. Okay. Under Eight of Cups, you have the Eight Swords. Okay. So whoever you're dealing with here, we'll dig into both of your energies a little bit more, but I do feel like whoever this person is was not doing it fully for you here, and it did lead to conflict. Okay, however this was, maybe fights even here, and I feel like this person could have certainly been like hiding their emotions from you and withholding, avoiding. Maybe they were really focused on work here, you know, or they weren't prioritizing you, and it was like one of the options was to work on this. And it's like, if this person isn't working on this and choosing whatever it is they're doing here, I don't think it was doing it for you. So you're like, I'm not satisfied. I'm not happy here. I got to let this go. It's stuck. And this person isn't communicating anything in regards to any potential that could grow into something here. And in fact, you felt like this person might have been a little cold, but I feel like there might be a lack of communication really in the end of the day with this person, you know, or like even a lack of direction or planning here. And you're like, I'm going to have to maybe plan to move on my own, or like you're seeing your situation differently, maybe from the past, because maybe in the past you were like hanging on to this thing and feeling like really rejected, or you had like an idea that things could potentially be something that never really happened. And so now it's like, I need to walk away, but maybe you're not sure or seeing a way to walk away completely, because I mean, we're still seeing this Four Pentacles in reverse and you're still a little bit down and out here. Yeah. So, okay, well, let's take a look then. How is this person feeling towards Sagittarius? Remember, you can crisscross roles, and the roles could definitely be reversed. How's the other person feeling then towards Sagittarius? How are they feeling towards Sagittarius? Sun in reverse. They're not clear. They're not giving you certainty. They're definitely not happy with whatever the state is going on right now, but they do see that you could be somebody that would bring them happiness. Okay, so what's the problem? Ten of Swords. As far as they're concerned, it's not over. Maybe they're processing an ending here. Is it an ending between you and them? Or have they been hurt in the past here? Spirit, what is this? 10 Swords. If you're in no contact, I don't feel this person feels it's over, or they don't know why it ended. They got no closure. They haven't moved on. Okay, so 6 of Swords in reverse. This person hasn't moved on, but I feel like they're still stuck in something. What are they stuck in here? Knight of Cups in reverse. They're emotionally blocked here. I think there's something they're needing to see and understand about how they feel. Page of Cups in reverse, yeah. emotionally blocked all over the place. We saw the King of Cups, the Page of Cups, the Knight of Cups, all of them in reverse, in which keeps them very stuck, incapable of moving on towards you. And there's a lot of inner conflict, and I feel like this creates you and this person being on two separate pages. Six of Wands in reverse. There's a lot of ego when it comes to this person, and I feel like this person wants to have success, but doesn't really understand maybe how to attain success here. Two of Swords in reverse. So they might have missed out on a decision to be had here with you, and they slept on it. You know, they didn't tell you one way or another, I feel here. So I don't understand this. This is like, I didn't decide and so I won. Like, what? But like, what? What is this? Let's see. Sagittarius, this person. What's going on here? Can we dive in a little deeper here? Six of Wands. They want to know. Okay, they want to only move forward when they know they could be successful. But I feel like this person is locked in their emotions. It's like, if I'm feeling in the States, I can't be successful here. Nine of Wands in reverse. They have to drop their guard. Page of Pentacles before they come forward with something here. I think they know this. Ten of Swords in reverse. They're processing an ending. Okay, I don't know what this ending is, but it's very painful here. The Moon, which is creating all sorts of confusion and uncertainties and fears about moving forward here with that offer that you were wanting. Temperance, Sagittarius. There you are. Healing, Three of Wands, moving forward. And the Seven Swords and the Magician. Uh-oh, this is not good. Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. I think this person's been hurt, definitely, and there's something they're still ironing out here that's creating all sorts of lack of clarity here. And I do feel this impacts this person's emotions, because this person's really like needing to deal with their emotions in order for them to be able to offer you something in the 3D world, which would require them to drop their defenses and their guard to let you in. And this person's holding their emotions maybe really, really closely. It's like they need healing in order for them to move forward here. Okay. And I do feel like this person is really in an energy here of avoiding this at all costs here. And so if you start sniffing around anywhere where they feel like threatened, and this person's going to do whatever it takes to not feel threatened, you know? So I feel like this energy is one in which you're going to have to allow this person whatever space to heal and to work through their emotions. This isn't the type of energy you're going to be pressuring into anything here, because I do feel like this person fears some form of commitment. I do feel like this person doesn't feel capable of building for the long term until they resolve whatever they're still hung up on here that's making them emotionally unavailable. And they're very self-serving here. Okay, and so if you're, I don't know, doing whatever you're doing, it's like this person's looking out for numero uno. So let's see how Sagittarius feeling then. What's going on with Sagittarius on the other end here, Spirit? Two of Pentacles. You're not sure, you know, do you walk away? Do you sort of invest here any longer? Ten of Wands. But I think you sat in limbo for too long and you're like, I've had enough. I can't no more. I can't stay here no more. You're being called to do something else. Yeah. And you sat there too long, Death in reverse. And now you're working on releasing, like I said, with the Four Pentacles in reverse, Scorpio energy, the Lovers in reverse. It's like, as far as you're concerned, you got to call it quits here. It's not working. It's too heavy of a burden for you to carry this sort of thingy any further, any longer. It didn't work out. As far as you're concerned, there's no choice to really be had here if this person doesn't show up. King of Swords in reverse. This person is not communicating. And this is what is creating this tension. King of Wands. I feel this is your energy. Okay, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and the Four Wands and the Star. I feel like your Aquarius energy. You are confident in your ability to sort of create a future that you want here, because I think you're not letting go of the future you want, but you're letting go of this sort of dynamic, because I feel like you can't no more sort of stick around or wait around or be not a priority in someone's world here, because I do feel you want stability. I feel you want to build something here. You wanted commitment. You want a future that is like two people. I don't know, a marriage, you know, a union here. And it's like you have your eye on that. And so unless this person's aligned with this, you're like, I got to release it. But I do feel like there's a lot of changes that you're working through for yourself, because I feel like maybe you've been having to work through your own ability to create a future you want, you know, not really rely on someone else to sort of bring this for you. And I think something might have been understood at some point in time here in this experience that was very painful, or had to hit a breaking point before you sort of encompass this energy. Let's see, we're going to see an outcome here for me. Okay, this could definitely change. This energy is fluid. Let's see, what is the outcome here for me for Sagittarius? What is this outcome here? Clear and concise message for the greatest and highest good. What's this outcome? What is the outcome? Clear and concise message for the greatest and highest good. What is the outcome? The World in reverse. You're trying to close this out. Yeah. I think you will, but I think it's a slow process, you know. You're transforming, you're releasing, you're learning all sorts of lessons, what you can and cannot sort of do within your own confines. Ace of Wands, a new beginning. Passionate new beginning. Inspired new beginning after closing something out. There's the Star again. Aquarius energy. So you have a vision of what you want to attain, what you don't want to sort of give up on. There's a King of Pentacles. You want someone reliable, someone who can commit to you. Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn energy. Ace of Pentacles in reverse, but this person is incapable of doing this. And I think you see this. 10 of Wands in reverse. It's too much, too heavy to carry here. Yeah. Need to prioritize and need to speak some form of truth. 6 of Wands again, and the King of Wands. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. Your Hierophant, Taurus. I think someone's really, really hung up on this. Building a future of commitment and family. Someone's really family orientated. I'm going to attribute that to you. And I feel like this is what you're attributing to as successful. And I think with that Death card in reverse, I think you're being asked to release certain understandings you might even have in regards to your way of thinking, I feel here. Because I feel like you're still in a sort of a lot of ego here that I think might get in the way, especially if you want success with this connection. Because I feel like there's something in regards to this connection where this person is legit like trying to work through some fears. And yeah, they are self-focused with the 7 swords and their magician. But I feel it's because of a block in their inability to express. I feel like you're more concerned with your own self here, because I feel like whatever this person has proven to you is like, I can't deal with this, you know? And I know this energy. But I feel like we're really hung up on the pentacle, you know, the pentacle, but I feel like this is very much like an energy that you're developing here where it's like my way or highway. And it's like, I'm going to get what I want. And it's like egoic. It's like, okay, sure. But I feel like you're being asked to review this concept that you have. And this isn't saying that you need to settle with anyone who is uncommittal here, but I feel like this is showing up for you for a reason, in order for you to close out some major way of being here that I feel is sort of in ego. That's like my way or highway, or else I'll just go searching for someone else and something else here, but it's very temporary and it's burn and churn. And it's like, if you really want a future that you want, Spirit's trying to show you something here, because you'll forever be sort of in limbo here and you're not really accepting or seeing some great truth. And the great truth is everything you need to understand will come from within you, not from someone else. And I think this is what you're being shown. But I don't think you see it. I think you see it as this person's the one that doesn't have it. Have what though? You're supposed to find this from within. But I think you're going to, I don't know, like be on the search. The search is on for the future I want. And you're going to be disappointed here, because I feel like what it is you're wanting is actually someone to commit, when Spirit's saying no. What you need to do is create your own internal happiness here, find your own pentacle, and then you can find a connection that you can work with. Yeah, let's just get one more for you, because I feel like this world wouldn't be in reverse here if you were seeing this. And I think your ego is getting in the way. Let's see, Spirit's guidance or advice here. What am I missing? What does Sagittarius need to hear so that they understand what's being communicated here? I think this person is specifically being sort of withheld from the universe here. Like, yes, they do have emotional blocks here, but I feel like you're taking everything way too personal here. Yeah, it's like, I want to move forward and get married, damn it, or otherwise I'm moving on. Okay, well, then where are we moving to? Or forever this fool, like searching the earth for something that doesn't exist. Ace of Cups in reverse, self-love. You have a block to self-love. Five of Pentacles, yeah. Or we feel like we're missing something, unless this person shows it to us. And Judgment, yeah. Look to you. So you're sitting with Judgment in order to close out that world. The world is in reverse. Spirit's saying there's a great truth you need to sit with and see. And this isn't about them. This is about them, you, and the way you sort of engage with people. You're in a King of Wands energy, and it's really about getting what you want. And this isn't about getting what you want. This is all about understanding and healing on many soul levels, about what commitment and understanding of higher values and going through healing processes, and understanding people with challenges here. And this doesn't mean making exception for people that aren't providing you with something, but there's a lesson to be seen. And instead of sitting there and understanding it, we're like throwing up our hands saying, nope, I don't like this. I don't like how it feels. And then I just want to move on to the next thing. As long as I get a marriage, as long as I get a family, moving on to the next thing, I'm walking away from this. And it's like still with a lack of self-love, still with an inability to like produce from the inside. And so you're going to hit this Judgment again, where you're going to be disappointed, put back in the doghouse here with another person who might show you the exact same thing. So there's a need to sort of address and really address this thing, not to keep moving on from person to person here, or like seeing it in one way. All right, Sagittarius, that's your reading. I hope this helped you. I'll see you at the next one. Bye-bye. Hello, Cancer. How are you? I hope you're doing well. The thunder just started. So if you guys hear thunder, it's thundering here. So let's take a look at Cancer. Now you can swap roles. Okay, but we're looking at you and the energy around you at this time. Could be a person, place, thing. We see the Two of Pentacles in reverse. Death, Scorpio. You're going to be dealing with a Scorpio here. The Fool in reverse. Aquarius energy. Prince of Wands. That's the Knight of Wands in reverse. What's going on here with Cancer spirits? Ten of Swords. Oh my goodness. Ten of Swords, and we have the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, why is Death here? Wow, Death. Eight of Cups. Release, walking away. King of Cups. And there you are, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. You could be dealing with another Cancer. Seven Swords. Yikes. There's the Empress. Taurus, Libra. Where's 10 Swords here, spirits? We have the Five of Cups in reverse and the Knight of Pentacles clarified by the Six of Pentacles in reverse and the Page of Wands and the Knight of Swords at the bottom of the deck, Six of Swords. Okay, what's going on here? I'm hearing it just downpour now all of a sudden outside. The Empress, Ten of Swords. Okay, wow, I don't know. This is the theme of the collective. Cancer. Okay, you can switch roles if you're on the other end here, but I feel like there's seeing, or the beginning seeing of getting out of challenging situations here, which you didn't feel very good. People might have been in sabotage here. And there's like finally trying to get on the page of truth in order for you to move forward and release something would require you to walk away. And you're welcoming this, whatever this is, you know, this is all like moving forward type energy and away and a release type energy. And maybe there was a need to do this because for whatever reason, like at one point we were either being juggled or we were needing to make a decision to move away from something and towards something else. And it could be that we, I don't know, seen something as too risky, or maybe we didn't, something might have been too risky for you to explore, or you're being juggled here and you feel deceived by someone who wasn't taking a chance. But I do feel like there's a lot of love here between you and whoever this is, but it's like, I can't trust this person, or I can't trust this situation, or I can't move forward in this situation, or for whatever reason, you know, this person can't move forward, this person's untrustworthy. It's like, I no longer want to take a chance here, or I no longer want to explore this. And I feel like the only thing you sort of have to accept here is a form of ending, because I do feel like there was a betrayal or a lack of trust here. And there's only so long you can sit here like feeling sad or bad about something. I feel like there's a lot of energy here in moving forward, and I do see like a lack of someone investing. So there could have been an imbalance, but I feel like you're no longer investing in something here. And mostly it's like, I'm no longer investing in exploring. I'm no longer wanting to take a chance here or have this as a choice or a priority or an option or something like this. Okay, so let's see then. And maybe you had a communication about this, or someone telling you this. Like there's a Page of Swords, which is like a communication about a release, or maybe they're telling you that they're releasing something, they're moving on and away from something. Let's see. How is Cancer feeling here? Cancer, how are they feeling about this person and situation? Cancer's energy. Remember, you can switch roles, okay? 5 Swords. Can't trust this person. You're moving forward. There's your energy, Cancer. Chariot energy. 5 of Cups in reverse. Someone who's disappointed you. Star in reverse. It didn't work out. You're no longer hanging on to that vision of what it could be. 9 of Swords. Lots of anxiety about moving forward. Lots of sleepless nights, needing to find balance. This does seem like it might have been a situation that was imbalanced. It's like, if I keep going in this direction, it's going to not be good for you. And I think you're trying to prevent further heartbreak and further sadness. It's like, I don't need to experience this in the future. 6 of Wands in reverse. Knight of Wands in reverse, Strength in reverse, Leo energy, 3 of Cups, and the Queen of Swords. Wow. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I think you were in a situation that didn't prioritize you, is what I feel. You know, you could have been in a third party. Maybe this person's in a third party and you're waiting around or saying, hey, like, what decision, what choice you making, like lots of love here. And this person didn't want to take a chance or didn't want to prioritize. It's like, I want to avoid further heartbreak and disappointments and waiting around to see whether this person's going to move forward here. And all they've proven is to create this sort of an energy that's not getting anywhere and progressing for future that you might have envisioned as what you want. It's like, there's no success to be had here. I can't stay here and explore. And so I feel like maybe you've had to work through your courage and moving forward at one point. Maybe you felt immobilized, you know, fear of moving forward and on. And it's like you had to gather your strength. But I do feel like you're working through releasing. And I do feel like maybe you've had to hold yourself back from this person, you know, and maybe this person has tried to come forward with some form of reconciliation and you've had to work on your boundaries, or just like not dealing with this person because you keep sort of being disappointed and being let down by whatever this person keeps showing you, which is a 5 Swords. You can't trust them, and they're not willing to sort of take a risk or a chance or walk away from what they're needing to. Let's see. What about the other person then? How are they feeling about Cancer here? What's Cancer's person feeling here, spirits? Queen of Cups. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Might be dealing with another Cancer. There's a lot of love here. And so the Queen to the King of Cups. The High Priestess in reverse. Ooh, they're keeping secrets. They're not being open and honest, and they're certainly not listening to their intuition. What are they not seeing or understanding? Maybe they're not seeing your love anymore. You're totally pulled away here. It's like, I can't see Cancer anymore. Six of Pentacles in reverse. Cancer's no longer giving to me the love they used to give to me. Lovers in reverse. It ended in a situation that didn't work. Ace of Cups. This person wants a new beginning. They don't see how. They want you to give to them. Why is this Six of Pentacles in reverse? Page of Pentacles in reverse. Chariot. Emperor in reverse. Okay, so this is very similar energy to collective, what I'm reading. You have someone here who's incapable of stepping to the plate with this Emperor in reverse. You might be dealing with an Aries, another Cancer, like I said. Your energy's coming through very strong here, Gemini. Pisces. This person's in a position they can't give to you in the Pentacle realm, but all they want here is to experience your love is kind of what I feel here, you know, and maybe they can give you sort of some emotions, but I feel like this is like far removed from what it is that you're needing. As far as you're concerned, I feel like you feel like this person's made their choice and this is over. And it's like, I don't see where this can go. And this person isn't being open and honest about what they can contribute here to the situation. And it seems like a dead potential here. But this person's coming towards you, by the way. Okay, I do feel this person's coming towards you without a game plan and without the ability to step up to the plate. Now, I say ability. They can always do what's within their ability, but they're not in a position here to give, according to them. And it's like, let me come forward anyway with this energy. And it could even be an energy of I get what I want, you know? Yeah, Seven Pentacles here. I feel like this might be someone you've been in a cycle with for quite some time, because Seven Pentacles could be years and years of investment here. And I also feel like this person could be invested in something that they're having a difficult time sort of pulling out from. And they're still sort of giving to that world. And you're like this other world here. Okay, well, let's see. What is the outcome then here for these two? Oh, boy. Okay. Spirit for Cancer. What is the outcome here? For May. Remember, this can change. Okay, this is just for the rest of May here. What's the outcome here? Between Cancer and this person. What's the outcome? Judgment. Someone's having to be very honest. You know, I feel like you're having to be very honest too. Making decisions with truth here. Seeing things maybe you weren't seeing before with that Page of Swords. Someone has to face the consequences. Ten of Pentacles in reverse. What is this? Like a long-term standing thing that must come to an end, you know? And that person was giving to something here. Seven Pentacles that wasn't producing. It looked like they were in a situation that was established, but I feel like this thing has to come down, because I feel like there's a truth here that maybe they weren't wanting to see or accept, you know, but I feel like maybe you're accepting the fact that whatever vision you had of building with this person is sort of up in the air until this person can contribute. Yeah, look, Hangman in reverse. I feel like your person is being called to judgment because they have a way of seeing their situation from the same old that's creating the same old in their world. And I think this might have been your challenge as well, was like engaged with this person from the same mindset that's created all of this challenge between you and this person. But now things are being called to really take a look at. King of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Pisces with the Hangman here. And we have the Queen of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. Sometimes could indicate the other woman. Okay, which I was really feeling like a third party type energy. Four Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles, and the High Priestess, Pisces, Ace of Cups, and the Queen of Swords coming out again, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. King and Queen of Swords. So if you and this person haven't communicated, I feel like there is a communication here that might clear the air. And it might provide further insight here to things that might have been hidden. And it might provide, I'm going to read it this way, but you definitely can crisscross roles. Whatever was not seen or understood, maybe, or validated or confirmed here, might become more clear. And it might allow you to focus more on yourself or self-love, because it becomes evident potentially that this person has the same mindset here or isn't willing to let go of a situation that they think they need to stay in for whatever reason that you already might know is like unsustainable here in some way. But I feel like you're knowing your worth here, and I feel like you are no longer sort of engaged in whatever it was that you might have been at one point in time. But I feel like this person is giving off this energy. It's like they still don't want to let go here, but it's like, fine, like I'll sort of try to compromise here with giving what I can. But it's like, I don't know, it's not really sustainable here in that position that they're trying to offer you. It's like you can't build to a 10 Pentacles here. And I think you have strong boundaries and you got to make your own clarity, and this is coming from a place of self-love and from a place of knowing your self-worth and listening to your intuition, which I feel maybe was missing in the past, maybe potentially here. But I feel like this person does not want to let go. And I feel like this person feels obligated to offer something. And this is why they sort of do it, because I feel like this person understands that if they do not, then there's something here that they don't want to see, and it's like part of their plan, but it's not good. Eight of Swords in reverse. Yeah, like I feel like you're now no longer sort of, I don't know, stuck in a mental prison. Maybe this person was trying to make you believe something here, or you felt stuck for some reason. I do feel like this person is needing to come out of any reason why they cannot. So let's just dig into that, because I do feel like we need to see just a little bit more regarding Cancer's person. Like, are they seeing the light in regards to their 10 Pentacle situation? Can we see Cancer's person a little bit more in regards to that energy that they are invested in here? What do we need to know about this for the rest of May? Spirits, thank you so much. Eight of Wands and the Ace of Swords in reverse. This is giving me the energy of that whole rating, like I was telling you. It's like they're coming forward anyway to communicate with you because they feel an urgency, but it's like, well, what have they seen? What do they understand? They still don't see, and it's still not clear. It's still not clear how I'm going to move forward. Or I'm still not seeing the truth. Now, I don't feel it's because I want to be deceptive. It's because I still don't see it, because I want to believe something else. What do they want to believe? It's like they want to believe that they could still move forward with you without accepting some form of truth here. Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, like in order to move forward here, this person's going to have to do it in a pentacle way here and commit, dedication, day in, day out. It's like if you're not in a position to do pentacle stuff here, then this isn't the truth. But it's like, I'll communicate this in hopes that it moves forward. And forward where, though? Look, it's like a reckless chariot moving just for the sake of moving. Four of Swords in reverse, coming out of isolation just to talk to you about something I haven't really understood. Because when we sit Four Swords, it's like we sit long enough to understand and heal and come to some sort of truth and address your Three Swords. It's like, I don't want to see it. I don't want to understand it. But I'm going to come forward towards you so that I can offer you a nothing burger. Yeah, right. Five of Pentacles. I just want to come out of the cold. Don't leave me out in the cold, Cancer. Don't leave me here. King of Cups, because I feel a lot of love for you. And I know you feel a lot of love for me. Okay. Yeah, look, it's not over. So, I don't know. It's not over between you and this person, but you're being called to end the cycle here. Like, completely. And I feel like there's a need to address truths and step up to the plate with the judgment. Your person is just wanting to come out of the cold, and they need time out in order for them to really reflect and see what they can do here, because their situation, I feel, is keeping them there. Okay, keeping them. They're making a choice to stay there, but they're coming towards you. A little reckless here, very fast too. If you haven't heard from this person, you will, but they're not going to provide any clarity, which gives you clarity, because I do see your energy as being certain now about your Ace of Cups, about yourself. It's like, no, I'm having a new beginning. Whether this person's on board, off board, don't matter to me. They made it very clear they chose their path, you know? And then I think they got to sit with their reverse hangman and their judgment. Anyway, Cancer, that's your reading. I hope this helped you. I'll see you at the next one. Bye-bye. Scorpio, how are you? Let's take a look at the energy around you for the rest of May here. Okay, so let's take a look at the overall energy. You can crisscross roles. This could be you, your person, someone you're dealing with. Okay. Cross watchers. You can definitely switch roles as you see fit. Scorpio's energy for the month of May. What is going on? People, place, things around them. Scorpio. Spirit, clear and concise message for the greatest and highest good of Scorpio. We have the Magician in reverse, Virgo, Gemini energy, Queen of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So heavy Gemini energy. Temperance, Sagittarius, King of Pentacles, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Three of Wands in reverse. Why am I feeling things on my legs? Stop it. I keep thinking there's spiders on my legs. I don't know why. What is that? Okay, let's see. The Magician in reverse. Why is that here? Two of Cups in reverse. Yikes. Why is this Queen of Swords here, Spirit? Strength, Leo energy. Page of Wands, clarified by the Star, Aquarius energy. Queen of Pentacles right under this King of Pentacles. She is in reverse. What is this? Divine Counterparts? Seven Pentacles in reverse. And why is this Three Wands here in reverse? Page of Cups. Yuri. Six Wands. And wow. And Tower energy. Why do we have Tower here? What happened, Scorpio? Let's see. Okie dokie. One person flying out of this tower. Not two. One. One with a bum. I feel like you created some form of tower. Now, it might be indirectly because of someone else's behaviors, but there's a tower in someone's world here happening, okay? And I feel like it's a good tower for you, and because I feel like you're coming through as this Queen of Swords energy is how it feels, okay? But you, like I said, you can switch roles. It's like something didn't work out. A connection here, most likely with Two Cups in reverse. It's like it couldn't work, and you're seeing it as something that's, I don't know, you understand it, you see it clearly, but I feel like you've had to stand in your power and accept this form of understanding or this truth. In order for you to heal, I think you had to make a decision here of accepting it is what it is. And there is no future to be had here with somebody potentially who just didn't work out for whatever reason. And I feel like, I don't know, are you in a marriage with this person? Is this somebody that you felt you had to depend on, or are they dependent on you for something here? Might have been with this person for quite some time. But it's like I can no longer sort of invest here. That's what it looks like. I have to call it quits no matter how long I've been invested here. I can no longer go down this path. And I got to explore a new path. That's what it seems like. And then, boom, Tower. Because I don't know that this person thought you would put your money where your mouth is, or understood you're actually going to follow through with something here, you know? But yeah, it's like you know where you want to go. Nine of Swords. And maybe there is a lot of like, no, I don't feel this is your energy. I mean, you could switch the roles. I feel the energy of the Nine Swords is whoever's having this tower. It's like, uh-oh, where's Scorpio going? I can't rely on Scorpio no more, or like, yeah, I feel you are forced to make a decision. And this decision no longer includes this person. And I don't know if it's because this person was someone you couldn't rely on, but I feel more it's like somebody maybe who, I don't know, you had some form of a long-term connection with at some point, I don't know, maybe this is even someone you worked with or built with. This could be a family member. I don't know. But all I see here is like plans just sort of come to a halt. You're like, no, it's not going to go any further than this. And I don't know, maybe you're like, I want another form of sort of victory here, or I want to be seen in a certain way that's not happening here. So this isn't working for me. That's what I see here. So let's see. Well, let's take a look at Scorpio's energy towards this connection or the situation. Scorpio's energy for the rest of May here, Spirit. What's Scorpio's energy? The Five of Swords in reverse. Well, you definitely don't want to stay where there's a no-win situation. Eight of Swords in reverse. You're no longer conflicted, I feel here. Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, and you're like, I don't want to invest here. I don't want to give it any more energy, any effort. There's nothing to be salvaged here. I'm free to leave. Ace of Swords. You're accepting some form of truth. You're seeing people for what they are. And there's the Emperor. And now you're empowered. You're empowered. It's like no longer are you saying, it's the one on the bottom. You're no longer saying I can't or I don't have the ability to, because maybe you're dependent on someone here. The Fool, yeah, new beginning, Aquarius energy, Aries energy, Judgment. Wow, look at that. Tower, Judgment, Emperor. This is big ass energy. Page of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, so someone was getting in the way of your future. And I feel like you want something. And it's like you have to accept some form of truth. And I think you're honest and you see it. And I think you announce it. And he's blowing this horn. I think you announce something. You make something very clear. It's like, I now see, I now understand. I'm no longer held back. I'm empowered to make decisions for my future. And you, whatever the situation is, it could be a job or not in line with that future. So bye-bye. Whatever this was, it was conflicting with your future. It was nothing but headaches potentially. And you want to be free. It's like you felt really chained to it or stuck to it or limited by it. And it's like, no, I just want freedom. I want to step into the unknown because I want to align myself with what it is that I do want. And if I'm stuck here, then I can't open the door to what I want. And now you feel the power, the empowerment to take action. Okie dokie. And I don't think it involves this other energy that I'm seeing here. So let's see the other energy here for Scorpio. The other energy here, what are they feeling? What's the other energy here in this dynamic? Knight of Wands in reverse. Oopsie. The Hermit in reverse. Could be dealing with a Virgo. Five of Pentacles in reverse. Two of Pentacles. Why is the Hermit here? How's this other person feeling or the situation? Page of Wands. Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Five of Swords. Three of Wands. Ugh. Ugh. What is this? This energy is like, oh no, Scorpio, my plans fell apart because you're doing what's best for you. And this person's like dependent on you, I feel like, or needy, or like you're the only person here who, I don't know, like provides for this person. And so it's like, oh, my money bags is getting away, I don't know. If it's not money, then it's whatever I depended on you for. What is this? It's not good, whatever it is. Capricorn energy. I think this energy, Scorpio, was mooching off you. It's what it feels like. And it's like, because I can't do something myself, Scorpio was the one that could do that for me. And now it's fallen apart or it's gone. It's like, oh no. Let's dig in some more to this energy because I have no idea. Like, they seem very like stuck on what you were able to give to them. Let's see. What's this other energy that's attached to Scorpio? Can we dive in a little deeper on this energy? What is this showing me, spirits? Clear and concise message for the greatest and highest good of Scorpio. What's this energy? The sun in reverse. There goes my sun. There goes my sure thing. There goes my warmth. Leo energy. High priestess in reverse. Pisces energy. Two majors. 8 of cups. There you are, walking away. 5 of cups, sad. 2 of wands in reverse. So this person does feel sad, but I feel they feel sad because their warmth is getting away and you're walking away here. And it's like, I thought I had a choice, or I thought you'd be a part of my path, or I don't know, maybe I had more time, or I don't know. But it's like sad that they don't have it anymore. It's you. And I feel like this person is like, doesn't see why or how or whether you'd come back. It's like, I'm not in the know. I don't know anymore. And I don't see. All I can understand is you walking away from this and me feeling bad about it. It's over. And I have to accept this thing of it being over, you know? There's a certainty coming through your energy, like very clear about what you want. And what you want is this thing being over. And this person has no choice but to accept some sort of overage, I guess, or you walking away from this thing, or you have already walked away from this thing, you know? But it's like, it's dark now without you here. It's very dark. I don't see my way. I don't see my way. This person feels like they can't find their way or see their way without you. Are you a guiding light for this person? Are you like providing a lot for this person? Let's see. What's the overall energy then for the rest of May? What's the outcome? What's the outcome here between Scorpio and this person? Clear and concise message for the greatest and highest good. Remember, energy can change. It is not set in stone. And what is the overall energy here and the outcome for the rest of May? The Knight of Pentacles in reverse. The King of Cups in reverse. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. That's your energy. And the Empress. Taurus, Libra. 8 of Wands. Ace of Swords. Nothing like the good old truth. 2 of Swords. The King of Wands. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. 6 of Cups. Wow. Strength. Leo. You know, lots of Leo here as well. Could be dealing with a Leo. Aries, Sagittarius. Okay, 9 Pentacles in reverse. Wow, this 9 Pentacles in reverse keeps coming up. 9 of Pentacles, 8 of Wands. I don't know. I feel like this thing is really close to home, you know? It's maybe somebody that you have a lot of love for. It feels like a family member, but it feels very like, it kind of feels platonic in a way, but it is love. But it's like, I don't know. This person was either not allowing you to be independent of them. They were either very dependent on you or you're dependent on them. I don't know. But someone's needing to find their inner strength. And I feel like you found yours. If you're resonating with being that emperor here, you know, like you found your strength here. And it's like, I'm only aligned with people who reflect my value here. And maybe in this situation, it's like this person lacked ambition or confidence or something like this. And it's like, I got to accept truths and speak truths. And it's like, regardless of how much love I have here, this isn't enough, or I no longer feel the way that I feel. And that communication's an owie because I feel it creates a tower. But I feel like it's, something maybe you've really had to consider and sit on, you know? And I feel like maybe you sat in this world for some time, and it's like you finally choose a sword of truth, and the truth is that your happiness and what you love and your value is the most important here. And so I feel you gather your strength and your courage to have this communication or this talk, and I feel like this might turn someone's world a little bit upside down here, you know, but it's mostly because they depend on you for something here. And you're fighting for, it seems like, your independence of this thing. And I do feel like this person does have love for you, though, you know, like it's very much this innocent love, but I feel like it's lacking a whole bunch of other stuff here that's required in order for there to be more. I feel like we need just one more because I feel I am missing something here. Spirit, what am I missing and what do we need to know? Final spread here for Scorpio. What is this that I'm missing? Why am I seeing this? Scorpio and this energy. Seven Swords in reverse. Yeah, it's like we're becoming honest now with what maybe in the past we didn't want to see or accept. And it could be someone really betrayed us. By, I don't know, like, were they really dependent on you? Did they take money from you? Like, were you supporting someone here? I don't know. There's a need to deal with truths. And I think that's exactly what you do. Seven of Wands. It's like, no, now I'm fighting for what I want. And you're maybe even a little defensive here, you know, against people who haven't treated you right in the past. It's like, no, I'm going to guard what's mine. What's mine is mine. It's like you're no longer pursuing that same path. Six of Wands, King of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Business is business, I just heard. Three of Wands in reverse. Yeah, oh my goodness. For some of you guys, this could be definitely a marriage that's coming down, you know, with the Four of Wands here, the Ace and the Three. And it's like no longer going down the path. It's like I can see and understand here that I need to protect myself from whatever this is in order for me to have my own success. Page of Cups and the Star. I do feel like the energy you're dealing with here is sincere. Okay, there is sincerity here, but I think it might be too late. And it's like your vision changed about how you feel about the situation. So it's like you can't go back to the same. It's like, no, now I want to fight for what it is that I actually feel aligned with, and it's not this. Whatever you used to feel for this, it's no longer there, I feel, or is no longer wanting to be explored or expressed in some way. Yeah. That's what I'm getting, Scorpio. I hope this resonated for you. I love you very much, and I'll see you at the next one. Bye-bye. Hello, gorgeous Pisces. Let's take a look at your energy for the rest of May, shall we? So you can crisscross roles, okay? This could be a person, place, or thing that you're dealing with. Let's take a look at Pisces for the rest of May here, Spirit. What's going on in Pisces world? Ten of Swords in reverse. Ouch. That we experience a form of an ending here. Something's not over. Something's coming back from the dead. What is this? The World. No, that's over. Someone thinks it's over. Someone thinks it's not. Someone's got closure. Someone does not. What is this? We're having to process an ending in order to close a major chapter. King of Cups in reverse. Ooh. So there you are. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Somebody emotionally blocked here. Justice, Libra energy. You could be dealing with another Cancer. Another Pisces. What is this, Spirit? Energy around some form of truth, I think, around emotions or something being expressed about how we feel. The Empress in reverse. Yeah, like giving and receiving love. There's a block to love here. Something needs to be set straight or balanced out. Eight of Swords in reverse. I still feel like someone's not admitting some form of truth here. Let's see. It might have created an ending. And maybe we're finding closure in order to put this behind us, you know, some form of communication or truth. Why is this 10 Swords here? We have the 10 of Pentacles in reverse. It's 2 10s and the Sun, Leo energy, clarity, Knight of Wands. King of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, 2 kings here. Some of you guys might be dealing with same sex, not necessarily. Could be you guys are both encompassing masculine energy. I feel a big block in emotions here. I don't feel there's decisions being made on emotions here from either side is how I feel. Logical decisions. Magician in reverse. Self-focused decisions based on logic. Queen of Pentacles. Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn energy, and the Hierophant, Taurus energy. Yeah, wow. Taurus, Taurus, and Virgo, Virgo. Okay. Hermit in reverse and the Star in reverse, Aquarius energy. So this energy is interesting. This feels to me, Pisces, like not really a Pisces reading so much, because I don't feel there's any emotions here. You know, and maybe we have to embrace some form of mental clarity in order to bring some form of justice, like use our minds, not use like our emotions here to see something. Because I do feel like there was an experience here we didn't like, and this could have definitely involved a family or an established thing or a long-term potential here that didn't work or fell apart, or we're now understanding or seeing clearly. I feel like there is someone maybe feeling manipulated or used is kind of the energy that I am getting here, and saying I no longer think this works for me or is fair for me because something's missing. It doesn't feel loving. It feels self-serving. And I can see this now, and I'd much rather be by myself or alone, or I know that there's something that feels better. And so this doesn't feel very good, and I can't commit to this thing, or I don't want to pin myself to this sort of a future. Yeah, and maybe we had to remove ourselves for some time to review this or think about this and finally see the light, because whatever this was like, I need to find my own clarity and my own balance and my own understanding of whatever this is, because maybe we felt we were in a situation like sex without love, or we weren't being able to give and receive love in a flow state here. It's like it's not producing something here. Maybe it wasn't producing like a long term, or it wasn't making me feel confident. It wasn't anything I could trust, and I wasn't seeing it, and or no longer was happy and pursuing this, like a block in emotions. It's kind of what I see here, but let's see. So how is Pisces energy then towards this? What's Pisces energy towards this? And then we'll flip it and see the other side. So what's Pisces energy towards this? You can crisscross rolls, okay? What's Pisces energy? What's this one? 5 swords. Yeah. Ugh, you don't like it. If you don't need to be in a 5 swords, why would you? Again, a lot of swords energy, not a lot of emotions. You're dealing with someone who's quite cold. I don't know. Maybe you have to become cold yourself. 4 of Wands in reverse. Yeah, it's like a marriage that didn't work. A marriage that's coming apart, or a commitment that never happened, or someone disappointed you. What is this? 10 of Wands. Yeah, it became too heavy to carry that path. King of Pentacles. I don't know. Some of you guys, this definitely could be your partner. Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, you know. Your provider, or someone you worked with, or I don't know, someone you carry it in reverse. So you can no longer find success here working with this person. It stopped. This person was too cold. Yeah, the sun, look, in reverse, too cold. Were they too cold? It became too cold. 8 of Pentacles in reverse. There's the Empress. Taurus, Libra, Capricorn, 10 Pentacles. Wow. King of Wands in reverse. So this is interesting. I feel like you had to match someone's energy here, because it became too burdensome for you to maintain whatever and maybe put the brakes on something here that just felt too cold, because I do feel you have a lot of love in your heart to be able to give, but it has to be based on love. I don't know that there was a love here, you know, or like this person obviously didn't make it feel this way. It seemed like it was a business transaction. Yeah, it feels like a business transaction or like a loveless marriage is kind of what I'm getting here. It's like the fire's gone, or I don't no longer have the love here or the passion here or the fire here. And it's like, okay, so do I just stay here? No, but I have a lot of like resources tied to this thing. But I don't want to keep investing here, because if I keep investing here, it becomes too heavy for me to carry. And it's like, maybe you want to feel the passion again. It's like I have passion in my soul that's like wanting a direction. It wants to have vitality, and I don't know that this thing has vitality or it's stifled your vitality. I don't know. Let's see. See the other person, the other energy here. What is the other energy with Pisces here? The other side of this equation, this other person. For Pisces, what is the other person here feeling, or this other situation, the other side of the circumstance here? 6 of Cups. So it's like a familiar love. Yeah, it's like you're like home. Knight of Swords. So is this person like all up in their minds? Like it seems like they have a lot to say. Page of Swords in reverse. A lot to say, but don't really fully understand where you're coming from, maybe? It's like they don't understand. Why all this? Why are you being like this? 2 of Swords in reverse. Knight of Cups in reverse. Yeah, like this person's withholding their emotions. Ew. Queen of Wands. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. And here's the Alcahest, which I always sort of read like magician energy. It's alchemy with a question mark. 3 of Cups. What is this? 2 of Swords in reverse. Knight of Swords. Knight of Cups in reverse. Okay, so I think this person is kind of giving me this energy of like auto program, and maybe this is what you feel from this person. It's like, it's almost like, yeah, like your business deal or transaction, or like they're concocting something, but it's coming from a place that doesn't feel to you like what you're wanting to feel, because I feel like this person seems really cut off from their emotions and their feels, you know, and it's like, well, they just feel familiar. Well, whoop-de-doo. Like you could feel familiar with the neighborhood children from where you grew up. Like, I don't know. It just seems like there might be a lot of like stuff this person has to say. But again, I don't feel they fully understand, and they might feel a little threatened by your sense of empowerment here in some way, you know, but I do feel there's attraction to you. It's not that this person isn't attracted to you. I just feel like this person has a challenge and is blocked here. And so I feel like this person will do whatever they can to keep harmony. And I do feel like this person wants to be on good terms with you. But it's more about, I don't know, it feels like an energy of keeping you in your place so you don't get away. But when you're there, it's like they don't do anything with you. That's what it seems like. That's a weird one. Let's see what the outcome then is here, because I don't know if you resonate with that. Let's see, for Pisces here, then what's the rest of May look like here? Now remember, energy shifts and changes. Okay, so this is just, we're looking at the rest of May based on where the energy is sitting for Pisces. Wow, that one flung out. So there's an ending here, you know, an inevitable ending, which might hurt this person because they might have been avoiding accepting that they were creating some form of pain. Yeah, I don't want to work with you no more here. Look, 4 swords. So that could be you know, having to heal, reflect on what we've done, someone healing and looking at an ending here, maybe accepting some form of ending. It's like Pisces no longer wants to work with me. You keep coming through as a Queen of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, because I think you found your power. I think it is, you know what you want. And I think you initiate some form of final ending here, you know, or you stand behind this ending. But I don't feel like it feels good for you. I feel like it's just in line with what your passion is here. Yeah, look, Lovers in reverse, an ending. Can't go down this path no more. And this other person sort of sitting there looking at you and what has happened here. And they can't do anything about this thing in the world. Look, an ending. But it's successful in regards to closing out some sort of cycle. Knight of Cups. So there is love and emotions, but why was it blocked? It's like this person couldn't do anything with this. Page of Wands. They're going to try to talk to you. They're going to try to talk to you once it's final, but once it's final, it's final. It's already done. So what do they want to talk to you about? I don't know why, how they can work with you in those emotions or why they didn't, why it was blocked. Death, transformation. So this create some form of transformation in the dynamic. So either you guys completely release each other, but I feel like this creates two different people, you know? This is the end of like whatever this was, this dynamic, in order for there to be a rebirth of a different version of you and this person. And I don't know whether you guys are going separate ways or not, but it can't work the way it was. This is definitely successfully closing this out. And I do feel there's a communication about feelings here, you know, or why it's ended, and it's like a last ditch effort, but it's closed. Like there's no going back. But I do feel like this happens after this person reflects on something. I feel like this person has a hard time admitting something or seeing something about their feelings, or yeah, like they don't see it or they don't want to admit it. Or they haven't admitted it to you, but I feel like they're also sitting with an untruth of themselves. This is what it really seems like here. And it's like, I don't want to sit here in your lies, or I don't want to sit here in your lack of honesty and clarity and all this. And you're like, I deserve better. I want better. I feel more. I feel more in my soul. And it feels very cold and dark here in this place. Scorpio energy. So yeah, and Gemini energy. And like I said, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. All right, this is your reading, Pisces. I hope this helped you. I'll see you at the next one. Bye-bye. All right, how are you, Virgo? Beautiful Virgos. Let's take a look at the rest of May, shall we? Now, you can switch roles, okay, if I don't get it right. This is you and someone around you, energy around you, situation, circumstance, people, place, or thing. Okay, attribute it as you see fit for the rest of May for beautiful Virgo. Spirit, clear and concise message for the greatest and highest good of Virgo. What are they dealing with here? What's going on? The Tower in reverse. Uh-oh, what happened? So it is in the past here. Something's changed. Something was shocking or something fell apart. What is it? Are we trying to keep it together? What is this thing? A Three of Pentacles in reverse, no longer working with whatever situation this is. Inability to create something with someone else. Okay. Let's see, I'm going to flip these all. Five of Swords. Yeah, that's difficult energy. Somebody sabotaged. The Star. Something definitely fell apart here. Yeah, Two of Cups. Oh my gosh, your relationship fell apart? Wow, that one's spinning around here. Knight of Swords. This one did a flip-o. This is like somebody ghosted or somebody had something, I don't know, didn't want to confront or say something and then coming in. Someone's coming in here. Ace of Swords with some form of truth and clarity. Okay, well, let's see. Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Somebody, it was unavailable. Someone was unavailable here. Two of Swords, fence sitting. It created conflict between you and them. Whoever this person was indecisive, was unavailable, maybe very, very much in a position to not be available here to produce and work with you. Now, this could be a business setting, although I do see 2 cups, and for me, that's romance. 10 of cups. Oh my goodness. Could have had it all. Could have had it all here. This is a missed opportunity of a fantasy future that doesn't work here. The Magician in reverse. Yeah, it didn't work. There's a block in communication here. 9 swords in reverse. Oh my goodness. Anxiety. Ace of Pentacles. New beginning, new beginning. And the 4 of Cups in reverse. Fear of rejection. Feeling rejected. Okay, Virgo. What's going on here? I feel like you were in a situation here that became not good in regards to building of a future. And I do feel like there's a coming out of anxiety or coming out of your own head, or maybe you felt rejected in a situation where someone was unavailable here and didn't make something clear, or couldn't decide on what sort of future they wanted, or didn't provide you with a vision of what they could do here. But I do feel there's a lot of love and potential here, but it's like it fell apart. And maybe it was very shocking, you know, and very like dealing with some form of revelation here with this Tower. And it's like picking up the pieces, because I feel like the past energy was a lot more heavy. Like the Tower in reverse, the 9 of Swords in reverse, and the 4 of Cups in reverse. It's like that's all sort of water under the bridge in some way. There's an acceptance here of something. But I do feel like we're confronting something, or someone's coming in with the truth. And the way this spun around is like maybe somebody who ghosted, or somebody who's not confronting something here is coming in to communicate something about a new beginning, or like an offer here of something because of an ending. Yeah, there's a block here that was in communication and manifestation. Look at the Death. Oh my goodness. So something's transformed, can't be the same. Of course, when you have a Tower, it's no longer the same. This is a release. This could be like a spiritual transformation of sorts here. Okay, very interesting. Let's take a look then and see, what are you feeling like here? What are your feels like here? Because, I don't know, it feels like you're coming out of something. How is Virgo feeling towards this situation, person? I do feel with the 2 cups, it's like a past situation that didn't work out. We'll take a look at their side as well after this. So let's see. For Virgo's feelings towards this person or the situation. Virgo's feelings for the rest of May here. 2 of Wands. No longer an option. No longer going down that path. No choice is a choice. 7 of Cups. Were you in your head? Fantasy was something very confusing. A need to prioritize. A need to choose. Yeah, definitely a need to choose. And maybe you're like 6 of Wands in reverse. It's not working. It didn't work. 4 of Wands. I think you had high hopes here. You know, high hopes of something coming together and being like, I don't know, workable, official. 2 of Cups in reverse for a second time. I think you're giving up on an option or going down a road with a relationship with someone here who I don't think ever became available here. So I don't know, maybe you're just accepting the end of something that never really happened, but that was in your mind that could be as something, you know, and it's like I didn't have success here. It couldn't work. It couldn't come together. It couldn't solidify. Yeah, you're accepting a truth. Good. So we see the Ace of Swords underneath the 7 of Cups. You've decided to choose, but what are you choosing? Maybe you're just choosing to accept loss here, you know, or something that fell apart. It's like, I don't know. And then for some of you guys, like 2 cups in reverse and this 4 of Wands in reverse is like a marriage that fell apart, or like, yeah, even with Tower, like, I don't know. 5 of Swords. Yeah, I think you feel slighted. Also, 5 Swords could be like working with someone here who lets a third energy sort of get in the way and create conflict between 2 people. Sabotage. You know, no win situation. Literally no win. Nobody won. Nothing happened here. But how do you feel? 6 of Cups in reverse. Wheel of Fortune. Oh my goodness. And the Hangman, Pisces. I feel like you're coming out of a period of limbo. And I think wherever you were stuck with one idea, because I feel like you had one idea of what could be a marriage or a coming together or a something, you're seeing a truth, and maybe you're seeing someone for who they are here with the 5 swords. But I feel like with the Wheel of Fortune and the 6 of Cups, like there's something very destined here about this whole thing, you know? This feels like a fixation on a person or place or thing of the past, but I feel like we're getting out, or things are moving on for the better, or turning around here, and we're coming out of limbo. I want to see, why is this 6 of Cups here? Because this is sometimes where like we are really stuck on a person, place, or thing of the past, a memory that doesn't let us to move forward. But it's like a fallen marriage or a fallen thing that couldn't work out. And I do feel there's an acceptance here and a truth here about this. The 4 of Pentacles, were we hanging on? 6 of Swords. Okay, yeah, and then the Hangman in reverse and the Wheel of Fortune. You're moving on from something that had you really, really stuck. Someone who had you really stuck. Something you felt very connected to on a soul level here. 9 of Swords, yeah. It's like, this is where we get stuck in our minds about what could be, what happened, and we feel very stuck, and we feel like we're imprisoned by our own thoughts and our own memories and our own experience. And I feel like you were really feeling stuck or hanging on to something here. And I feel like the energy that you're encompassing here is one of moving on from the 5 swords energy, because I feel like it takes 2, and I feel like whatever this other 2 is, it didn't show up, you know, and you're like envisioning, I don't know, maybe you're confused why it didn't work, but I feel like you got your own clarity. And I don't feel this was easy, but I feel like there's lighter energies ahead is kind of what I feel. So let's see then, with that Wheel of Fortune turning, it's like fate is turning. Let's see the other person for Virgo. What's the other person feeling, or the other side of the situation towards Virgo? Spirit, clear and concise message. What is the other energy here on the other side feeling towards Virgo? I do feel they were a 9 of Pentacles in reverse. Someone unavailable, undecided, 2 swords, and 2 of Wands in reverse. Look at that. Tower in reverse. Experiencing what you're experiencing here. Judgment. Not seeing a truth. Not being honest. Not being honest about what? What needs to come down? Ace of Pentacles. That is that Knight of Swords I was seeing coming in with an Ace of Pentacles and some form of truth, but they don't see the truth. So what are they? They don't see the truth. They don't understand something here. Let's see. Why is the Tower here? How are they feeling? I don't see any feelings here. I see a reverse Tower. Okay, so need to act because of a Tower. Yes, they're the 2 of Wands in reverse person. My lack of decision has now removed an option here. Something fell apart, and now my road with Virgo is blocked, but I don't understand or see or accept something here, and it hasn't been understood or spoken. The Hermit. So somebody who's been in isolation, maybe somebody contemplating, but this is Virgo energy. Were you removed? Were you isolated? This does feel like a period of separation or no contact, but why is this new beginning here with this Ace of Pentacles? What is this? How's this person feeling? High Priestess in reverse. Pisces energy. Oh my goodness. What is this? 3 of Wands. 10 of Cups. What? And 4 of Pentacles and the 5 of Cups. You have to dig and dig and dig to get to these emotions. I think you're dealing with somebody maybe who isn't accepting or seeing something about their emotions because it has been void about all this. But I do feel like there was a Tower that's happened in the past position here. And I think both you and whoever this is, experience the same sort of thing here. And I do feel like upon review, there's this feeling that comes through with this person because I'm asking on their side, and it's like it's too overwhelming to experience this loss or this regret. There's like heavy regret or loss or sadness here that's like too heavy to carry. But there's also not seeing or understanding. or going against your intuition, or like still withholding something here with this high priestess. Like withholding what? Withholding what I can offer, or like withholding a beginning. But I feel like there's like, yeah, like somebody maybe blocked or withholding. Four Pentacles. But I feel like this energy is like hanging on to this potential future here, and like a desire to move towards better times. It's like, I want to move towards better times and what this could be. And I see the vision here, and it's like waiting for this to happen. But this is like both like a waiting sort of energy. So I don't know. And like this, are they removed and hoping that the ship comes in? Are they hoping you come towards them? Page of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, it's like there could be a new beginning, but I'm going to sit here and cry over spilt milk because I don't see or understand how it can happen. I don't see and understand how it can happen. I don't know. Interesting. Let's see then what's going to happen here. What's sort of the outcome here then for May? Okay, now keep in mind this is just for the rest of May here, and it's definitely not set in stone, but let's see what's going to happen here between these two for the rest of May, spirits, between Virgo and this energy I'm seeing here. I do see, though, there was that Knight of Swords, Two of Wands for the third time in reverse. Someone sat on a decision here. Oh my goodness, here's the Lovers. Yeah, a decision that needs to be made. But now we got the Lovers in the upright. Here's the Emperor. Oh my goodness. So yeah, Gemini and Aries. Is someone stepping up to the plate, making a decision that was missed in the past? Is this someone feeling empowered? I don't know if this is you or this person. And I feel like it's this person that's on the other side of this, because it's on this side and it's coming in like that Knight of Swords to choose this connection. Queen of Cups. Oh my goodness. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. A lot of love. A lot of compassion. I do feel these are going to stay right on here. The Hermit in reverse. You were withholding compassion, or were you isolated and removed from this person's world? Two Pentacles. Yeah, I don't know that you were prioritizing this person or that they were an option for you, but I do feel like you might have felt like you weren't prioritized here, and I do feel like a very loving energy coming from you. Let's see, what's with the Lovers here? Six of Pentacles, an imbalanced situation. I feel like this person, yeah, look at this, Knight of Swords, wants to come in to offer something. That Pentacle, step up to the plate, feel empowered to make a decision here, to give to you or communicate something here, bring balance, offer something, because they're feeling like crap here with this Five Pentacles and that Five Cups. Feeling out in the cold. I don't think this person wants to feel out in the cold. Four Pentacles, but there's this held back energy. What is this? Are they hanging on to you or holding back? Ace of Cups. This person has a really difficult time expressing their emotions here. I feel like this person wants a new beginning with you. And I do feel like they're hanging on to this. Lots of anxiety about letting this go or stepping forward. King of Wands. What? I think this person, I don't know, like there's a lot of anxiety about being successful or confidence in their vision of what they can do here, because I do feel there's a held backness, but this is like opposite energy. This is someone who is confident. So maybe this person's like feeling a lack of confidence or a lack of vision. And until then, it's like, until I feel empowered to do so and make this decision, I come in here like this Knight of Swords and confront what I need to so I can give what I need to. But I don't know what's with this Five Pentacles so much as what this Tower has created and the sleeping on this. Let's see. Why is this Five Pentacles here? Why is this Five Pentacles here? Yeah, it's like dealing with the truth. Communicating. 10 Cups keeps coming out. Oh, 10 Swords. There's like these two energies here. And I don't know, maybe these are the two worlds here, you know? It's like one's a 10 Swords accepting an ending, and one's like the ultimate future. This is like the bottom of the bottom of the bottom, and this is like the top of the top of the top. And I don't know, maybe there's this like it could be the worst of the worst, or it could be the best of the best. And like, even with the King of Wands in reverse and then the King of, or the Emperor in the upright, it's like either I'm like shit the bed, or like I know what I'm doing. I don't know. This is really weird. Maybe you're dealing with someone who's a little bit bipolar, or you never know what you're going to get. But I feel like there might have definitely been an ending with the Tower and the 10 swords here. And then it's like the potential here is good. So I just feel like let's just do one final sort of wrap up, because I feel like I might be missing something. For Virgo, what am I missing? What do they need to know about the rest of May here? Anything I'm missing? Why are we seeing those two sort of worlds here for Virgo? What am I missing? What do we need to know about Virgo and this energy? Clear and concise message for the greatest and highest good of Virgo. 7 of Pentacles in reverse. We just stopped. Something we invested in just stopped here. This is like, rather than continue to invest in something that maybe we were really invested in, it's like I'm calling it quits because I'm too in over my head. Okay, 9 of Cups, emotional fulfillment. So someone's concerned with their own emotional happiness. Okay, and the King of Wands in reverse again. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So there's could be, again, a lack of vision, a lack of self-confidence. When it comes to investing, it's like I want to focus on my own happiness here. Okay, Wheel of Fortune, something very stuck, maybe something very destined. Something definitely went the other way, but maybe it had to go the other way in order for us to find emotional happiness here. Oh my goodness, the Hierophant. What is this? Again, the two worlds. I feel here almost is like, because this could definitely be like committing to something greater, and this could definitely be the Self card. So maybe we're committing to self, or maybe we have to choose some form of commitments. There's something here in regards to our way of life, or what we commit to and what brings us happiness. And then we have this King of Wands in reverse, which is definitely lacking some form of vision or confidence or ambition, or I don't know what this is about. Sun, look at the opposite of this King of Wands. Clarity, confidence, fighting for clarity. 3 of Pentacles working together, and there's the Death card. Scorpio energy, Leo energy, more Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, Taurus. So Virgo, I don't know here, like I'm getting 2 energies, but I am seeing like something definitely like stopping or falling short here. And then it's almost like a switch. It's like I'm seeing like a 180. It's like, it's almost like what I'm seeing is like, how do I even describe this? It's really, really weird. It's like, I know something, and I'm sold on it. And then all of a sudden it's like, I see something and it's like, oh wait, I got to double back here. And now I'm like totally sold on the other side. It's like a last minute thing where we just feel like, uh-oh, like, okay, what I'm really getting here is like, let's say you had a chance to go out, you know, like with a group of people, and you're like, no, I'm gonna stay home, okay, or whatever, I just don't want to go, and then everyone's getting in the car, and then you're like, oh wait, hold on, I'm just gonna go grab my stuff and I'm coming with you. That's the sort of energy that I see here, because I feel like it's all like in one sort of energy of like self-focus and not seeing a vision, and then all of a sudden it's like, wait, I want to get clear about this thing, you know? It's like something that I value more here, and it's like, I don't know what this is about, but it does allow there to be collaboration in this confidence, but I feel like there's still like a transformation and a release here. Yeah, and a lot of anxiety. It's almost like, you know how we feel if it's like we don't go and then everyone leaves? It's like, I don't want to feel like I missed out. I don't know, maybe it's a FOMO here, you know, if you're missing out on a 10 of cups, because we saw the 10 of cups like how many times here, and it's like, but it's like, I'm not ready. Like, yeah, because I still have to grab my stuff. And it's like, what? You had time to be ready and grab your stuff here. I don't know. So it's like, will the car friends wait for you to grab your stuff? I don't know, but it's like trying to prove a business case here. It's like, I don't come with you. But who's going to believe this person, you know? Because they were so convicted on the no. I don't know. This is weird energy, Virgo. I hope this makes sense to you. But anyway, this is your reading. I hope this made sense, and I'll see you at the next one. Bye-bye. Hello, beautiful Taurus. Let's take a look at the rest of May for you, shall we? So you can crisscross energies as you see fit. Could be a person, place, or thing you're dealing with. Let's take a look at the rest of May for Taurus here. What's going on for beautiful Taurus? We have Strength in reverse. Could be dealing with a Leo. 6 swords. Temperance in reverse. Sagittarius. Lots of fire here. 7 swords. Uh-oh. Ace of Pentacles. 9 of Cups in reverse. 8 of Wands. Why is this Strength card here in reverse? We have the 3 Wands. 6 swords clarified by the 7 of Wands in reverse. 2 Pentacles in reverse. Justice in reverse. Libra energy. The Knight of Cups. 7 Cups. And Hierophant in reverse. There you are. And the Queen of Swords. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Okay, let's see. What is this energy? What's under Queen of Swords? Ace of Wands. This is really a very interesting energy. And I'm going to read it as your energy is sort of like steamrolling whatever other energy this is in a way here that's like, I'm stopping at nothing to sort of move forward. It's like these two energies that are like in two different worlds, I feel here. It's like a weaker, lack of confident energy, and then I feel like a very strong energy of like forward movement and stop at nothingness, you know? And I don't know, maybe you want to stop at nothing here to find some form of peace and clarity and beginning. It's like you're forcing a new beginning, whether they want it or not. I don't know, because I feel like whatever you're dealing with here feels imbalanced or feels like sketch or feels like wobbly, feels untrustworthy, feels deceptive, feels like a coward, feels like they're not fighting or strong, or I don't know. And you're like, oop, I'm moving forward for a new beginning here, whether there's confusion or not confusion, because I know I'm not happy here. And like, this is the type of energy you're communicating and moving forward with. You know, it's like, nope, I'm not emotionally happy, so I'm moving forward, you know. And I don't know, maybe someone was being very, very selfish with the 9 of Cups in reverse and the 7 swords. And it's like, whatever this was that you experienced, is like, I'm moving forward. Moving forward, like you're just moving forward. That's all I see, like just moving forward, you know? But I don't see that you're happy. I feel like you got slighted. I feel like there's lots of pain. And I feel like it's like, maybe it took a lot of courage for you to just do this whole thing, you know? And I don't know, maybe some of you guys were like, I have to do what I got to do here, even if it's not expected of me. And speak truths and step over whoever I sort of need to in order for me to find my own peace of mind. Make my own clarity, make my own justice, because everyone's in it for themselves, it seems. So it's like, fine, I'll be in it for myself. That's what it kind of seems like, you know? Like if I stick around here, I'll just be hurt, or I'll just sort of, it'll slow me down. Why would I stick around here? Let me just speak truths and make my own clarity. So let's see, Taurus, your energy towards this. How are you feeling towards this? I mean, we saw your energy in that whole thing, but let's see how it comes through. 9 of Pentacles. Yeah, you're in your confidence. I'm capable of pleasing myself. Thank you very much. And I know that I can do this. So why would I wait around here? King of Pentacles in reverse. And we saw the Hierophant in reverse too. So what is this? Someone couldn't commit to you? Someone was unreliable? And it's like, instead of staying here in my head with the woulda, coulda, shoulda, wishing, hoping, praying that there's like someone I can rely on or work with or build with. It's like, nope, don't need it. Don't want it. 7 cups. So yeah, it's like, I don't know. Things were confusing. You don't want to be in the confusion. Someone maybe wasn't taking a chance, or someone was keeping you as like a, I don't know, like an option here, or wasn't prioritizing, keeping things unclear. And you're like, I could stay here in this confusion, or I could just move forward. 6 of Wands in reverse. It didn't work. As far as you're concerned, it didn't work. The Lovers and the 3 Swords and in reverse, and Temperance, Sagittarius, Gemini, and Aquarius, and Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. So that's your energy. So what's going on here? Whatever you experience, you did not like it. And I don't feel you want anyone to control your state of mind and how you feel. And I feel like if you stay here, there's a lot of pain, and you might have experienced already a lot of heartbreak, you know, and maybe this decision that you're about to make is to leave a situation here that's more painful if you stay, because I feel it's imbalanced. And I feel like you might have been trying to work with someone here who was unworkable and not clear. It's like, no, this doesn't work for me. Thank you very much, you know? And I don't know, like maybe this person was more really self-focused, you know, that you're like, well, then I guess I got to focus on myself and like go down a path that I know is for me. And maybe you wanted like a commitment or a relationship, and someone here didn't want that. It's like someone doesn't want a relationship. Someone wants to focus on their work. Someone chose differently, you know? It's like they had many options and they chose themselves, and you're just like, well, I could sit here crying over why it's not working, or I could just find my own strength and move forward. Okay, so let's see. Where's this other person on the other side of Taurus? Well, what about the other person, the other side of this equation? What are they feeling for Taurus? Remember, you can switch roles as you see fit. 9 of Wands. And they want to fight for you? Are they defensive here? The Lovers. They want this to be on the table again. Yeah, they want to communicate. They want to move forward with you, I feel here. The Hierophant in reverse, but what's with this uncommittal energy here? I don't understand it. 6 of Cups in reverse, because I can't get you out of my mind here. 2 of Swords in reverse, and there's the Hanged Man, Pisces energy, and the Queen of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and there's the Sun in reverse. So this is exactly what I'm seeing here with this person. I could see why you're making your own clarity and laying boundaries. I feel this person wants to keep things unclear with you. They're not providing you with any level of certainty here. In fact, this person is stuck in their own mindset of how they want things to be, and they want to sell this to you. You know, it's like, just buy that I'm in 7 cups and I'm 2 swords about it, and let's just move forward like this, you know? And you're like, no, I want clarity and certainty. And then this person's like, but I can't move away from you, and I want what we had here, and I'm not going to let you go, but I'm also uncommittal, and I'm also sort of trying to sell you on some unconventional way of how I want to have this connection. Like, let's just move forward. This is what they want to talk to you about, and they will talk to you about this, but you're just like, no, it's not going to happen here. No. Yeah, the world. So it's not over, but it's not over because I feel like there's still conversation that's, I don't know, needs to happen about this thing, you know? But I feel like the lack of clarity gives you clarity. It's like the lack of certainty that this person has about you gives you certainty. It's like, no, steamroll. I'm moving forward. I'm making my own decisions here. It's like, no matter how soul connected we are here, it's like you're not uncommittal, or you're not wanting to, I don't know, like let me in, or still be defensive, or like protecting your position, but they're not letting you go. And it seems like that's sort of a thing. So let's see the outcome for the rest of May here between these two. What's the outcome? I feel like it still hasn't closed, and there needs to be closure, but I feel like you make your own clarity and your own closure based on this person's lack of clarity and lack of commitment. Let's see. Taurus and this energy. What is the outcome here for the rest of May? 6 of Cups in reverse. Can't move on from each other? Memory, person, place, or thing of the past, or what? Are they still hung up on an ex? Are they still stuck on a past person? But they don't want to let you go? King of Pentacles in reverse. They don't want to commit to you because they're still stuck somewhere in the past. Past heartbreak, past relationship, and they can't get over you. 3 of Wands, but they want to move forward. But I feel like you're moving on and away from anyone. Uncommittal is kind of what I see here. Yeah, 5 Pentacles is like leaving them in the misery in which they're choosing here. It didn't work. 4 of Swords. This person needs to heal their heartbreak. They need to deal with their 6 Cups in reverse. As far as you're concerned, and you're moving forward. Yeah, you're no longer fighting for whatever this is here. King of Swords, you're keeping it very matter of fact here, I feel, you know. And the 2 of Cups in reverse. So your energy for the rest of Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, by the way, I don't know if I said that. Yeah, and Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn is your energy. So someone's inability to deal with their stuckness in their world that I feel is previous to you. A heartbreak, an ex, a past situation, a person, place, or thing that they need to heal and be honest about and reflect in order for them to become available and reliable. And this led to you guys not coming together and not working out. And I feel like you had no choice but to move on, or you will be moving on. And you're like, I'm no longer going to be, you know, having to fight for this thing. It's like, it's over as far as you're concerned. And this is sort of your strategy or your plan. But I feel like this person might have no choice but to deal with and look at the end of this thing. And it's going to have to make them look at the 6 Cups, because the 6 Cups, I feel this person is avoiding looking at. Let's pull some cards around the 6 Cups in reverse. What is this person's fixation here on this? Yeah, they got to move on from this thing. This is creating conflict in your connection here. It's putting you guys both out here with this 5 Pentacles. And I don't feel like this person is being emotionally fulfilled here either. So I'm not sure why they're moving so slow. 10 of Wands, they're burdened by this. It's creating a burden in this connection. But they don't have the courage or the strength to move forward from this just yet. They're a little bit cowardly here. I don't know. Maybe they feel obligated to the situation. It's like they can't find the strength within them. Queen of Cups. But they feel your love. And I do feel like you're very compassionate and warm. And this person's being called to action here. Look at this Tower. Yeah. And this 4 of Wands in reverse. So I feel this could be like a third party type sort of energy, you know, or like a need to deal with past. And it's like you're pulling away of your love because you are not getting the commitment here. You can't build with someone who's invested elsewhere. Creates this Tower in this person's world where they got to deal with the dissolution of another marriage or another structure or like a past thing and like get out of this, because it's really something they have to deal with here. And the burden becomes very heavy here of the need to take action and deal with this. You know, they might be very invested and committed to this thing that's just not going anywhere here. And it's definitely not helping this connection. So this is what I see for you guys, Taurus. I hope this helped you. I'll see you at the next one. Bye-bye. Capricorn, how's it going? Let's take a look at the rest of May for you, shall we? So you could switch roles, okay? Meaning I might say it's you and it might be the energy around you. Person, place, thing. I don't know. Only you know. Okay. Take what resonates and leave the rest behind. So we're taking a look at Capricorn energy for the rest of May. What are they dealing with? Who are they dealing with? How's the energy here for beautiful Capricorn spirits? Please protect me in Capricorn as I channel this message for the greatest and highest good of Capricorn for the rest of May. Let's flip them. Alcahest. So this is special in this deck, and it really gives me magician energy. Alchemy. Was it in reverse? I don't know, but I'm reading it like this. Big question mark. What are we trying to concoct here? We're concocting something. Ace of Swords. Truth. Clarity. Great. Queen of Pentacles. There you are. Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. You might be dealing with another Capricorn. Okay, a Virgo, Taurus. Beautiful energy. Is that you? What are you concocting here? 9 of Pentacles. Wow, beautiful independent energy. Judgments. Some form of truth. Love to see judgment. Love to see the Ace of Swords because we're accepting some truth. But what are we concocting here with the Alcahest? The Fool in reverse. Oops. What's this? Aquarius energy. So are we not wanting to risk something here? Or we've decided it's too much of a risk? A new beginning. Let's see. Why is the Alcahest here? Death. Oh, wow. Transformation, Scorpio energy, a release. What are we releasing here? Making space for something. The sun. Clarity. Wow, it doesn't get any more clear than that. Clear about what makes me happy. Honest about what makes me happy. And I feel what makes you happy is yourself here. Beautiful. Queen of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles, nice and strong energy. Eight of Cups, but we can't walk away. Why are we in an emotionally unsatisfied situation here? We can't walk away. Is this what we're transforming and releasing? So we can be independent? Why is this Nine Pentacles here? Seven of Cups in reverse. So we're getting out of some mindset that was very confusing and emotionally dissatisfying. We're coming to see the light about ourselves. So that's good. Yes, wise judgment here. Seven of Pentacles in reverse. Wherever I was invested in, I gotta pull out. No matter how long I was sort of giving to this thing that it didn't produce or is no longer producing, it took a lot of time, energy, effort. It's like pulling it out at its root. It's like we finally see something that doesn't produce and we see something that does. It's like, I don't want to be foolish, maybe, but this would be a new beginning. And why are we blocked here? Like, this is the death, a release, and this would be a new beginning. But what are we no longer investing in here, Capricorn? Why is this Fool here? Six of Cups. Under the Fool. So Six of Cups is a person, a place, a thing of the past, a memory, a childhood friend, a soulmate, something that feels like home here. Oh, what is this? I don't know what this is. Six of Pentacles. Where you invest is important here. Look at these two. This is really giving me this Six of Cups energy in this Six Pentacle deck. It's like two people sharing, balance, equal reciprocity, investing. Queen of Cups in reverse. Okay. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, a block in emotions. Are you feeling really emotional here? Or something like this is balance, but this is like overly emotional or like removed emotionally. I'm not sure which it is here. And I'm only really feeling one energy here. And this is your energy. And there's a lot of good. And then there's confusion-ish. But how could there be confusion with the Sun and the Ace of Swords and this judgment and this like understanding of, yeah, like what doesn't produce? Like it's a no-brainer here. Yeah, it's a no-brainer. It'd be foolish to do anything but this, but I don't know what this is. So what you're showing me, and like, what can't we walk away from here that's emotionally dissatisfying? I don't know. I got to dig into this one a little more, and then we'll look at your feelings and like what's going on the other side here. But are you dealing with someone else or trying to find balance in yourself? Trying to, I don't know, find some sort of balance from some past experience. Let's see. Capricorn, can we just see a little bit more? What am I missing here in regards to Capricorn and the rest of May? What is this energy? What are they dealing with here? Clear and concise message for the greatest and highest good of beautiful Capricorn. Justice, truth. Look at the sword of truth. So there was something that was needing to be understood by you that's now seen, that brings balance and justice to you. So this is great. Does someone owe you justice, or do you owe yourself some form of truth and justice? Three Pentacles, working with another to build something that could stand the test of time. But look at here, you're by yourself. Solo. So maybe you've realized you want to build something, but you don't want to build it with anyone else. You just want to build it yourself. And this brings you a clear mind. 9 of Wands in reverse. Yeah, like we're no longer sort of fighting or defensive, or like, look at he's hiding in the bushes. Are you hiding in the bushes? 9 of Wands in reverse. Surrender. What are you surrendering? Knight of Wands in reverse. No longer pursuing something here. I feel you're really focused maybe on work or building something yourself, or seeing some truth, some clarity, some honesty, some certainty about, yeah, Knight of Cups in reverse. So keep getting this block here in like emotions. Maybe you're not focused on love. It's like, I'm not focused on emotions, you know, Knight of Cups in reverse, and 3 of Wands, you're just moving forward. 3 of Wands, like, yeah, waiting for your ships to come in, moving on, moving forward, growing, expanding. We saw the Death card, which is like massive transformation here. Well, what is this? 4 of Swords in reverse. So are you coming out of a period of reflection? And the Tower in reverse, preventing some form of catastrophe here. 6 of Wands in reverse. This is like a form of defeat. Like, are we accepting something didn't work, where we feel like defeated, or we just gave up on it, or threw in the towel and we're like, I don't want to pursue that, it didn't work? That's what it seems like. Yeah, it didn't work. I'm no longer pursuing this thing. 10 of Pentacles. I'm focused on building a future that's stable, family orientated, but it feels like it's you building your own thing here. But this is like a family card, you know? Okay, why is this Knight of Cups here in reverse? The Hangman. A change of perspective regarding your feelings, or what matters to you, or how you see things. It definitely was a period of pause that might have provided you with some insight on how to move forward. 5 of Swords. What the fuck is that? Do you feel slighted by someone or something like this that made you have to move forward and deal with something here? The Emperor. Wow, look at that. You're in your power here. I feel like you're really self-focused, and I feel like you're making decisions based on your own happiness here, regardless of what people are doing, not doing, what's happened, what doesn't happen. I feel like you have your eye on the prize of building something that's just and honest and clear to you. I don't know if this is it might be a new revelation, because we saw Death and we're seeing Hangman, like you're seeing things differently here, but I don't know. There's still some question marks around what didn't work and why there's a block here with the emotions, but maybe it was just this people sabotaging, you know, or things that didn't feel good or didn't work. It's like, I want to move away from this or move on from this, or I don't know, but I feel like you have the power to do this sort of thing. And I don't know why these 2 little things are reminding me of like needles. Like needles. Ew. Why? Are we injecting something here? Queen of Swords in reverse. A lack of clarity, a lack of certainty, a lack of understanding. Is someone cold? Maybe we feel like someone's cold, or someone is bitchy or something like this, with the 5 swords and this Queen of Swords in reverse. Maybe we got to be bitchy, you know, or like, I don't know, like lay the law. I feel like you're laying the law. Yeah. Okay, Capricorn, go lay the law. Let's see your feelings, and then we'll go and see the feelings on the other side. Although I don't know what this is about. It seems very one-sided here. So let's see. Spirit for Capricorn's feelings, coming from Capricorn's side. What's going on here from Capricorn's feelings towards whatever this is? What are they feeling? What's going on with Capricorn here? The Lovers in reverse. Gemini, what is this? An end of a partnership? The end of the road? No decision here? The Alchemist again. What are you concocting? The Ace of Pentacles. An opportunity lost? But I don't see you see it as an opportunity. Maybe you're just like surrendering an opportunity here. Queen of Cups. You feel a lot of love. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, the 10 of Wands. There's that surrender energy. Surrender to feelings, surrender to love. This is like, we can't know more, you know? The breaking point here, the Chariot, something got stuck or was imbalanced. The Knight of Cups. Lots of love here. And what is this? The Four of Wands in reverse. Something fell apart. Like what, a family situation fell apart, or a marriage never happened, a wedding didn't happen. What are we concocting though here? Strength, courage. We're concocting our strength, our courage to step into some Emperor energy to deal with something we feel we need to deal with. There's a missed opportunity and there's a surrender here. And there's like really like accepting love or your feelings. But I feel like, I don't know if something didn't work out, like we didn't have success, or it got stopped, or it was imbalanced, and we're like trying to bring some form of balance because it fell apart. It didn't work. Nine of Pentacles, there's the Self card again. Are you trying to gain your confidence to be in a right energy to do what's best for you? I feel like this is what you're doing, but I don't know if it's to accept some form of ending and move on from a missed opportunity that's stuck, or yeah, like what is this? I don't know, but I'm going to look at the other side. Maybe I'll give this context, but you'll have to apply it to whatever is going on in your world. So let's see the other side here to Capricorn. The other side, how are they feeling? Or what's going on the other side energetically? Person, place, thing. What's the energy on the other side of Capricorn here for the rest of May, Spirit? Three of Wands in reverse. Fell apart. This must be the other side of the Lovers. It's like, can't go any further. It's the end of the road. Queen of Pentacles. Is that you? Are you dealing with another Capricorn? Virgo, Taurus, Earth sign? Also independent. Maybe you and this person decided to be just independent people here. The Moon. Oh my goodness. Is this person confused or in their feels? They're uncertain here. Maybe they're not seeing clearly here, but there's something that's not happening. Let's see, why is this Three Wands here in reverse in regards to this person's feelings towards Capricorn? The Fool in reverse. Yeah, it's the end of the road. It's the end of the road here. Okay, so Queen of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles in reverse. This person is no longer seeing how to invest here. And it might be choosing self, but I don't know why the Moon's here. Is this person deceptive, or are they in their feels? Are they listening to their intuition? Six of Pentacles in reverse. Something was imbalanced. I don't feel this person is investing at all here, except for maybe in their own emotions in the world. They closed out something. Yeah, and then the Hierophant in reverse, Taurus energy. It feels like you and this person are like closing out a cycle. And you guys might have had different values, you know? Yeah. So I don't see a whole lot of this person's feelings other than an independence and a sitting with their emotions and maybe some confusion, sorting through how to close out an indifference here that seems like I don't know, like a stalemate, like it's stopped, it's stunted, it can't go any further as far as they're concerned. Okay, so let's then take a look at the outcome for these two, or the situation for the rest of May. Now, please keep in mind that energy shifts and changes, so it could definitely be something that shifts here, but we're looking at the remainder of May regarding Capricorn and whoever this is. Nine of Swords. Wow, this is like a lot of anxiety in her head. Can't eat, can't sleep. Thoughts that keep us feeling anxious. Not good. Moon. Ooh, that's not good. Are we unclear? We could be really like making actions out of fear here, you know? This looks like actions out of fear. This is kind of what it seems. And the star. That impacts our future, our wish, or desire. Like we can't see clearly where we're headed. Or there's too much anxiety about where we're headed or something like this. But we know what we want. Page of Wands in reverse. I feel like there's fear in pursuing a path. And maybe a block in communication here. Honest communication. 5 of Pentacles. It makes us feel not good here. But I don't understand this because I felt like both parties were 10 of Wands in reverse again. There's that surrender. There's the Queen of Cups again. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. There's the Knight of Pentacles, and under that we have the King and the Queen of Cups. These are divine counterparts. And the 3 of Cups in reverse. 5 of Swords. What the frick's going on here with this reading? Capricorn, I don't want to confuse you. Maybe you're confused. I have no idea. This big old moon talks about confusion, you know? I feel like there's a lot of fear because we're getting in our own way of like how to pursue something here, which keeps us out in the cold. But I feel like you'll know what you want here because I see this star. The star is all about our wishes and our vision for the future. And I don't know if something just sort of snaps here or we can't know more or like we have to surrender to something here. And I feel it's a surrender to what we want. Because I feel like there's a King and a Queen of Cups here, which are divine counterparts, and I don't see anything getting in the way except for maybe somebody being emotionally closed or shut down, which would talk about this fear of, I don't know, like emotionally unavailable. Someone here seems very loving and caring, and maybe you're wanting to give love or receive love or be loving here, and whoever you're dealing with here is blocked or closed. But it's like, this is all about reconciliation and like coming together, and there's like a block here. So it's like, are you being celebrated? Or are you blocking celebration or blocking a reconciliation? Maybe this like whole independent thing is like, you know, like getting in the way because this could be like a third energy where like the third energy gets in the way of a reconciliation. Like I'm too hung up on my work, or I'm too hung up on my independence, or I'm too hung up on partying, or I'm overly incapable of getting deep because I'm emotionally shut down, and so we can't get it to a cups. And so I feel like this might be a challenge, and maybe this is a challenge that you experienced in the past, you know, either you or this person. It's like we've argued about this or someone sabotaged about this because they're emotionally unavailable, and it's like, I want to move forward, I want to be solid, I want to slow and steady sort of wins the race. I'm seeing a unicorn. I feel like this is like a once in a lifetime thing, like this unicorn, you know? I don't know if you found a unicorn or if this connection feels like it's something, I don't know, but there's definitely a block here with emotion. So, I don't know. I feel I'm missing something. We'll just see what I'm missing, and then we'll hop on to the next sign here. So, Spirit, am I missing something here? Like, what is all this? It feels like 2 people made up their mind. And then this, like, what is that? Spirits for Capricorn. For Capricorn, we're getting in the way of a transformation or letting go of what naturally needs to fall away. This is all about a release, a transformation, organically letting things sort of flow as they do and not hanging on to things that no longer serve us. Scorpio, is this you? Is this them? I don't know. Page of Pentacles. There's the opportunity. There's like a new beginning the minute we release what no longer serves us. And I feel like this is your star. Ace of Cups in reverse. There's a block here expressing one's emotions, getting in the way of a new beginning because we're hanging on to something here. I don't know what we're hanging on to or why they're hanging on to it. Yeah, 8 of Swords. A lot of fears, a lot of limiting thoughts, a lot of cannots, don't know hows, don't see a way how to move forward here. 2 of Cups. Look at this. Oh my gosh. King and Queen of Cups. Balance, give and take. 4 of Cups in reverse. So we don't want to be rejected. Maybe we feel like we'd be rejected, or we were rejected in the past. There's something here we're not happy with. And I feel like we want to balance give and take here. 3 swords. Ooh, we are hurt. Knight of Swords coming in with some communication. Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn energy. Okay, so everything that I said here, except we are seeing another sort of layer here. I don't know if you experience rejection in love, or were hurt in love, or hurt by this person, or fear of getting hurt. There's a lot of projecting and limiting thoughts and fears. And so I feel like we're needing to allow ourselves to release certain things in order to be open to love and a new beginning here. Of course, do whatever you want here, but I'm listening to what you're saying here, and you see there's to be a potential here, but there's a need to confront this, and maybe not run, but confront or deal with or speak some form of truth. But I don't know, like maybe it's like confronting this sort of an energy, because this is like opposite from what I felt from your energy. This feels like trapped or dependent. It's like, I don't want to be trapped or dependent, and like, I don't know, you don't want someone to depend on you. You don't want to depend on someone else. Like this is like, I don't know, like opposite of just being on my own, you know? And I don't know that you like this, but maybe Spirit is really like talking about here, if this resonates for you, is like, is being in a connection that we have a lot of love for dependency, or is this a lot of fear of being rejected, of getting hurt because we can't open up? That would be different. That's not really being stifled of our independence. That's listening to fears, and that's hanging on to pains of the past and past versions of things that aren't allowing us to move forward and explore opportunity that's viable, because this is a viable opportunity. So says you, with all this love, the King and the Queen of Cups and the Star and this Page of Pentacles, and there's like freedom to be had here, but maybe all we're seeing is like what isn't going to work, or what's going to hurt me, or what I cannot do, and the rejection of this thing, and it's getting in the way. Yeah, I don't know. Is this you? Is this the person you're dealing with? 8 of Cups. Yeah, there's a walking away. So did we walk away instead of confront this, or did somebody walk away here and now we're needing to confront this? I don't know which it is. But I feel like there's a strong need to walk away and release what doesn't serve. That's a for sure. Otherwise, we're dependent, and we're doing the exact thing that we didn't want, because I feel like you want freedom, and you want to be obviously happy and independent. And I feel like unless you walk away or release something, you're dependent on it. You're not confronting it. And so it remains, you know, and you remain unhappy here, or a block to your new beginning. And this creates a lot of pain in your world. And then you'll have to sit here with 3 swords and have to heal from this thing because you missed out on an opportunity, or something passed you by, like this love, this sharing, giving and receiving, this opportunity, because of a fear, because of a non-confronting of this thing. Whatever this thing is, Capricorn, I hope this made sense. I love you very much. I'll see you at the next one. Bye-bye. Hello, Gemini. How are you? Let's take a look at the rest of the month for you, shall we? So we're going to look at your energy and what's going on around you. Could be a person, place, or thing. Feel free to crisscross roles. They say it's you, maybe the situation, person you're dealing with. Okay, and we'll take a look at your feelings, and then the other side, how they're feeling towards you, and vice versa. Let's see. Spirits for Gemini for the month of May. What's going on here? 10 of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. Ooh, the Empress. Beautiful energy. Taurus, Libra energy. Page of Wands. Queen of Wands in reverse. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Ace of Pentacles in reverse. 4 of Wands. Okay, why is this 10 Pentacles here in reverse? 5 of Swords. Why is this Empress here? King of Swords. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. Why is this Page of Wands here? The Sun, Leo. You can have strong fire in your chart, Leo energy. Yeah, okay. Why is this Queen of Wands here? 4 of Cups. Ace in reverse. Why is this Ace of Pentacles here? Ace of Cups. Okay, 2 aces. And why is this 4 of Wands here? The Moon, Cancer, Pisces, 5 Wands in reverse, and the Devil, Capricorn energy, and the Chariot, Cancer at the bottom, and 2 of Swords in reverse. Okay, let me see what this is all about. Okay, this is a beautiful energy because I feel like this is an energy of I'm going to find success and balance regardless of what's going on in my world, because I feel like maybe someone's incapable of upping their game or matching your level here. So I feel like whatever you're experiencing here is like it's falling short. And so I don't know if you're dealing with someone who's sabotaging or who has conflict or who can't measure up or create something in the 3D. And it's like, you understand this, like no matter how much love you have or whatever, it's like you have a good understanding and you're making your decisions from a very beautiful place of a balanced heart and mind. Because I feel you're seeing things very clearly and you understand things very clearly. But at the same time, it's like you understand that you're not being valued or seen or like getting what it is here that's you're deserving of. So I feel like you feel rejected or like you don't want to stay in a place here where it's not at the highest level of what you can experience. And so I feel like it's almost like you're accepting the fact that there's something that isn't working out in the 3D and choosing self and self-love and self-appreciation and self-focus. And it's like, as long as I find harmony and balance with myself, it will come and it will build, even if I don't see it today, even if I don't understand how it gets there. And even if there's some fear in this, it's like, I'm not going to stick around creating conflict, drama, trauma, and be stuck to someone else's toxicity. It's like, I'm going to find success and move forward. Yeah, because I feel like you might have people around you that are trying to pull you down or hold you back or that are toxic or just not, maybe they're wanting to be toxic, but they're just battling devils or like they're stuck themselves. And it's like, okay, well, that's their world. That's not my world, you know, and you're like loving yourself enough to say, I'm going to just accept truths as they are and be this happy person that allows myself to move forward, to work with people who are workable or just like move into the future, hoping that somehow, you know, there can be peace and harmony, whether it's with this situation or with another place, but it's like, you know, what's coming as long as you choose yourself, but you refuse to stay in a situation where you're not valued or seen or appreciated and rejected and not loved. It's like, no, that's not happening for me. That's what you're saying here. Okay. So let's take a look then. Let's look at your energy towards whoever or whatever this is. And I mean, that was pretty clear, but we'll get a deeper look and then we'll see how's this other side, this devilly side sort of feeling for you. So I feel like there's a 5 swords. So maybe this person's like conflicted here or creating sabotage. And 5 swords to me always means there's like a third energy that's sort of getting in the way. And in this case, it'd be the devil. So this person might have like, I don't know, like limitations on their side, you know, other people, situations, circumstances, preventing this person from stepping up and building with you something solid. So let's see. Oh, for Gemini, wow, that one flew out. What is that? Yeah, I don't want to deal with the devil. And that was that whole thrust of your first spread there. I don't want to deal with toxicity. Nope, I'm not being held back. Nope. I see the devil. And I'm acknowledging where there's challenge, but I don't got to be a part of that merry-go-round. The Hierophant in reverse. So might be dealing with someone who's uncommittal or who's like on some other page here when it comes to their values. And you're like, you know, I don't know. Even if you have to be like unconventional in how you approach this thing, it's like my values are going to be around what I believe, not what someone's going to coerce me or force me or chain me down to, because that doesn't work for you. Yeah, 3 of Wands. You're moving forward, moving on, expanding, growth. King of Pentacles. So we have heavy Capricorn here, Virgo, Taurus, heavy Taurus as well. Page of Swords and Strength, Leo. Yeah, you must have fire in your chart. Here, I feel Queen of Pentacles. Look at that, the King and the Queen of Pentacles. Divine counterparts. This is father-mother energy. an ability to commit to something here where someone might be in a position where they cannot. Look, Nine of Swords in reverse. So I feel like you've done a lot of work and coming out of any sort of mind fucks that might have kept you stuck on devils or people or situations which weren't aligned for your highest good. You're starting to see and understand, or you're starting to speak great truths here in regards to what your understanding is about what you want. And I feel like you're really in your strength and having to, like really sort of choose decisions based on confidence, based on your own understanding. And sometimes it might be difficult to make courageous decisions. And I feel it's a courageous decision to move forward. But I feel like this is what allows you to flow, is like you being your own solid person here, being a person of value. And I do feel like whatever you feel for this person is like you're seeing them in sort of this ability for them to maybe be somebody who's confident or capable of building a future at one point, but they're battling some form of thing here that they're stuck to, or that they're not understanding or seeing, that has a hold of this person that doesn't work for you. But I think you're sort of accepting this, even though that's not something you want. It's like, I see it and I understand it, but it's not going to slow me down. Okay, so let's see. What's the other person or this other situation or other side for Gemini? Ace of Pentacles in reverse. What's the other side feeling for Gemini here, the other person? So their energy. Seven of Swords in reverse. It's making this person have to deal with truths. They're having to be honest, like what produces for me in my world. Because when we're stuck on devil, it's like we keep experiencing toxic things. It's like nothing tangible is resulting in our devilly ways. We don't produce. And I feel like this person's sitting in an energy of non-producing, where it's like, I got to be honest. I can't deceive myself. I can't deceive Gemini. I have to admit some truth. I don't know if this person was ever honest with you, because I don't feel this person was honest with themselves. Eight of Pentacles. That's doing the work. Maybe this person's really focused on work as well, so they don't have to sort of deal with their needing to deal with this. Oh, look, Six Cups. So this is reconciliation. This is soulmate energy. This is soul recognition. This person feels like very connected to you, but I feel like this person is having to deal with childhood things that might be getting in the way of them producing valid, solid opportunities in the world. Look, Nine Swords in reverse. So they're kind of mirroring you as well. I feel like this person might be doing a lot of avoiding of what they're having to face here, but I feel like it's coming to the surface. How do they feel about Gemini? Seven of Pentacles in reverse. Eight of Pentacles. That's a lot of effort and work. Hanged Man. Pisces energy. Two of Cups. Five of Pentacles. I think this person is going to see the light, I don't know. Maybe this is taking quite some time. Like, it feels like it's taking quite some effort, some time, and some consistency. But I do feel like this person does sort of see the light, and maybe they see the light after like a period of time of what is a value, what value you bring to them. It's like this person doesn't want to be in a world where it doesn't produce. And it's like, I'm the one that's creating the world that doesn't produce. And that might be difficult for this person to understand at first, because maybe they are scared about this or sit with this reality until they're like, okay, I'm going to be honest about myself. It's like, if I'm not the one that's putting in the effort and the energy and putting in the maintenance here, then it can never sort of be balanced. And so there's this change of perspective. There's this understanding. And I do feel it's because this person feels very connected to you here. And so this would be, if you are in a separation, there's a reconciliation, there's a desire for a new beginning to see what can be after we clear the air. And I'm willing to do the work and put in the effort here, because I got left empty-handed, and most likely you did too. And this person wants this balance. Okay, so that's beautiful. Let's see. How is the month of May going to close out then for Gemini? How does the month of May sort of close out here for these two, Spirit? What's the overall energy? Now, please keep in mind this could change. Okay, this is just the energy for May here. Page of Swords, communication, starting to see things. Emperor, wow, someone feels empowered. Three of Cups, reconciliation. King of Swords. And we have two masculine energies here. What's going on here, Spirit? So we have Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, most likely your energy. Aries. The Hierophant. Yeah, this person sees the light. And the Six of Pentacles. Wow. Wow. Okay. Queen of Swords, Eight of Swords. Yeah. Look at that. More Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. And look at these two divine counterparts here. So what I see here is if you have a communication with this person, is very much needed in order for there to be a breaking out of limiting thoughts. Because I do feel this person, whoever you're dealing with, has limiting thoughts, fears, whatever it is, untruths. Untruths because they believe it to be true, not because they want to deceive you. I don't think so. And if they have hurt you in the past with the Seven Swords in the reverse, it's like they were lied, or they weren't clear, or they weren't sure, or they were just hurting you by avoiding things, or hurting you by not being completely honest and clear. It's because they were believing their own lies or their own truths. I feel like they have clarity after a conversation where you guys get on the same page. But I feel like this is a reconciliation. This is them wanting to invest here and contribute. And I feel like it's on the same page as to whatever was seeming like you couldn't resolve, whether it be about commitment or having the same values. It's like we finally see the same and understand our values. And I feel like this person is like stepping up, because they're starting to understand and see this. This is really a beautiful ending. I don't feel like we need more here. Yeah. It's balancing things out. It's actually putting in the work and contributing to harmony and seeing where we had indifference, or where it seemed like we couldn't get on the same page. And it seems like somebody apologizing, seeing their ways, and wanting to break through any of these stuck energies that they had, because they see better and understand better. And they see you more clear, But I feel like it took you sort of standing in your truth and being matter of fact, but also from a loving place with that Empress, because I feel you have a big heart, but you weren't willing to sacrifice your own self here for something that didn't feel right or aligned with your value. So this is what I see, Gemini. I hope this helped you. I'll see you at the next one. Bye-bye. Hello, gorgeous Libra. Let's take a look. What do we have for the rest of May here, energetically, between you and whatever's going on around you? It could be a person, place, or thing. You can crisscross energies as you see fit. For Libra, for the rest of May, spirits, what is going on energetically with Libra at this time? Clear and concise message for the greatest and highest good of Libra. Please protect me and the viewer as I channel this message. Three Swords in reverse. Are we getting out of heartbreak, or are we preventing something here? Eight of Swords in reverse. Queen of Swords in reverse. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Two of Wands in reverse. Wow, lots of reversals. I do feel like I'm going to shuffle this. Was there a decision that we weren't seeing clear? Or someone wasn't? Someone slept on a choice or a decision here because they weren't understanding maybe their own limitation, or they didn't want to get hurt, prevent heartache. Page of Wands in reverse. So communication that didn't happen, or something we didn't pursue. Six of Swords in reverse. Feeling stuck. Okay, let's see. Why is this Three Swords here? Three Cups. Okay. King of Swords in reverse. Now we have the King and the Queen of Swords, both in reverse. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Knight of Swords in reverse. I feel like somebody's not confronting something here, judgments that they're being called to do and be honest about. This is giving me heavy, heavy, avoid it, and hope it goes away, and hope that it resolves itself type energy. And Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Six of Swords in reverse, clarified by the Fool. Aquarius and the World, and the King of Pentacles, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. Okay, you can switch roles as you see fit here, okay? I think you're being called to close some form of a cycle, and that you can be successful closing out a cycle, but there's a need to deal with sort of what's kind of in front of you here rather than turn a blind eye. And I feel like there's heavy Libra type energy that comes with peacekeeping and keeping everyone happy and pretending like everything's maybe okay, but yet it's not okay. There's a need to be honest, and there's a need to be truthful, or there's a need to confront something, or a need to make a decision, and a need to talk about something in order for things to get better and for things to flow. Otherwise, we're stuck. So this situation that you're dealing with, I think could definitely get a lot better, and it could have a new beginning in a situation or a new beginning for you elsewhere. But I feel like it's positive, but you won't find out unless you know. And so I think you're living in misery for as long as you can, rather than leaping into the unknown to experience what could be a blessing. So there's avoidance of the new in order to upkeep some peacekeeping here. And it's not happy and it doesn't feel good. And so we're avoiding, we're running, we're not talking our truths, and we're sort of asleep at the wheel and no one's talking about it, or like we're not seeing eye to eye. We don't feel understood. And we want to prevent hurting someone else or hurting ourselves, or what could happen here if I do speak my truth, or if I do say what I want, or if I do move towards it. And it's like Spirit's saying, like, this will actually allow things to shift and change for the better. But we need to go down that path. I don't know why the King of Pentacles is here, you know? I don't know. Are you like feel a sense of obligation and duty to the situation? So you're like choosing the commitment you have to your duty rather than everything else. It's like, well, I'm the provider, I'm the backbone of this thing, or I'm the stability of this thing, or someone's relying on me to do what it is that I do. So I'll just do that. But I feel like there's a false face here of like pretending to be happy, or like, I don't know. And then maybe we're like, because it's missing, we're like drowning ourselves out with like going out or like hanging out with friends, or like trying to like not look at this thing. And so we're just distracting. Like, I'm going to find this happiness elsewhere then, but the main problem still persists here. And it's like a part of my world that I can't escape, but I could kind of have a side thing here to avoid dealing with this thing that's been calling me to action for the longest time, most likely with this judgment. I need to look at it, be honest with it, choose and close this out. But I just hope and cross my fingers and my toes that if I don't look at it, it sort of goes away. So I don't know. Is that your energy or someone you're dealing with? Are you married to this thing? I don't know. Let's take a look at your energy. How are you feeling towards this thing? I mean, that was definitely someone's feelings. Let's see. How's Libra towards this? How's Libra feeling towards this? Six of Cups. I know it from back in the day. I was married to this thing since I was 16 years old. I can't break free from that feeling, the memory. I'm not dealing with reality. I'm in love with the memory. I'm in love with what it was, or emotionally committed to what it was, how it made me feel. I can't move on from that. High Priestess, I don't want to see. Don't show me. Don't show me. I don't want to see it. Hangman and Spirit's like, come on. Time to take a looky-loo. Time to get a new perspective of your situation here. You're not seeing it. Could get much better for you. Three of Swords. Nope, I don't want to see it. I want to prevent the heartbreak. I want to delay the heartbreak, so I'm going to sit in heartbreak. I'm going to do what's not best for everyone so that we deny the truth of something here, because I think I could outsmart the universe and prevent heartbreak. Okay, Seven of Pentacles. I gave it too much energy. I put in too much time. There's so many years invested here. So I will keep at it forever because I'm committed to it till the end of time, even though it's never going to produce for me and I'm not seeing it. But I could say I'm committed and dedicated. All right, Ten of Pentacles. Yeah, because I built it. Because I built it. Knight of Cups in reverse, but there's no love here, and emotions are being really dry. I'm not getting what I need, and yeah, I'm committed to it. So your energy here, like I said, switch it if it's not you. I built this thing. At one time it was wonderful and it was producing, and now it's like that's the world that I pretend exists, even though the world of the reality is that I'm not emotionally being fed, and I'm really just dealing with the material aspect of this thing, and I don't want to admit a truth here. And the truth is we need to cut our losses so that we can build something, or whatever it is that we did build could shift and it could change in a positive way. But we're fearing that there would be too much heartbreak or too much pain and dealing with the truth. Okay, so let's take a look at the other side. How's the other side feeling then about all this? Libra's person or the other side here, how are they feeling towards Libra? 10 Swords. They're like painful ending. And there's no coming back from this. It's reached the bottom of the bottom of the bottom. There's only up from here, but they're hurting. Yeah, it's like there's no love here. There's a block in love. They don't feel sorry at all for this because they feel a little bit betrayed. What is the Six of Cups in reverse? That's what your energy was giving off. The Sun in reverse and then the King of Cups. So we have Leo, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Why is this 10 Swords here? How is Libra's person feeling here? Emperor in reverse. Oh my goodness. Aries energy, 10 of Cups. And why is the 6 Cups in reverse and the Sun and the King of Cups here? King of Swords in reverse, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and we have Strength, Leo. Under that, the Hermit, Virgo. This person's in their own little world here. And I think this is pulling a lot of their strength to sort of be removed. It's like they got to use all their energy and their effort and their confidence to remove themselves from a situation where they're seeing either they can't do anything about this or what's really coming through. And this, sorry, Libra, the video ran out. So your person, we're looking at your person's feelings. I feel like your person is kind of mirroring you in some way because I do feel like your person is sort of using all their own courage and strength to sort of not deal with the situation, but I feel like they're gaining ground in regards to themselves, like really like taking this time to be honest with themselves or look within to accept the ending. So I feel like they're processing this maybe more honestly than maybe you potentially. I don't know, but I feel like this person feels like you're not in a position or capable or I don't know. There's an energy here of like, I don't know if this is how they feel about them not being able to do anything here or like you're not capable to be this 10 of Cups for this person because there's no coming back. I don't see you as someone here who's confident enough or competent enough or stepping up enough or something because there seems to be like a missing emotions here. Like we're not speaking the truth or seeing the truth of the matter, which is we need to have feelings. It can't just be transactional here. And someone feels very cold or like they don't want to see the truth or accept the truth or something or talk about this truth. It's like because of what we shared or because of what we experienced, you know, and it's like living in the past. It's like we're just sort of trying to make it work because of what we're hanging on to of the past. But this isn't being realistic or honest. And this person's like, I'm going to sort of sit here and review and do this sort of thing. Like, yeah, I don't know. There's like, I don't know why they're waiting for you to do something. Like this person also doesn't feel empowered. I do feel this person feels very hurt. And I feel like they do want happiness here. Yeah, they're hurt, but it's like, when we sit in the hurt for too long, it like we start to get numb and it doesn't hurt no more. I feel like they experienced a truth of loss here with you that there's no coming back from, if I gotta be honest. So I don't know, like, let's see then for this Libra, like what's going to happen for the rest of May here. Spirit for Libra, the rest of May, what's going to happen here between Libra and their person for the rest of May. Now, please keep in mind, energy can change. Okay, it's not set in stone. What's the outcome here for May for these two? Queen of Cups. I don't know. Neither of you guys seem emotionally invested here. It's like we're just emotionally invested in the past experience, but the present, we're completely removed. We don't feel it. Yeah, stuck. Magician in it for ourselves. There's no coming back from this. We can't make it work. It feels stuck. Eight of Pentacles. So we bury ourselves in work or distraction, hoping that there could be a way to make things work. King of Swords in reverse. And the Five of Swords, and then the Page of Cups in reverse. And the Nine Pentacles, and then the Three of Wands in reverse. So I think both of you guys are thinking the same thing, but nobody wants to be the bad guy, I guess. It's like we can't move on from here. There's no expansion from here. It's best we just focus on ourselves, but maybe we don't feel independent on our own. So we're sort of putting up with a loveless sort of situation is what it seems. And then we're just like contributing financially, or like focusing on the pentacle realm or work, and emotionally we're dissatisfied and we're not getting what we need, and we're not feeling love, and it feels cold, and it feels loveless, and it feels stuck, and it feels like, but I'm going to do what I need to for me because this other person let me down or isn't doing what I need them to do. So we stay stuck. It's like neither person is being an emperor here, I feel, to like take the power in their own hands to change the wheel and the course of action by making decisions and speak truths and moving out of this. It's like, who's going to suffer the longest here? Who can sit in denial and cold energy here, not in love, and keep adding to this thing because we built something back in 1992. Yeah, and at the risk of our beginning. It's foolish because we're like holding the future hostage by proving something here, staying stuck. Who could stay stuck the longest? And it could simply be because I don't believe that I'm capable or independent enough or confident enough to build a future, because I depend on this world or this person, you know, or this person depends on me, or this is the right thing to do. Meanwhile, it's like, no, it's not. Not according to this. This is miserable, you know? So I don't know, like the universe is saying, hey, we need to take a look at why we're feeling stuck here and actually be honest and deal with this. And then things can turn, most likely in this situation, circumstance as well. Maybe there is love to be had here, but I feel like we're just avoiding it altogether in case it turns out that it can't be found here. And so I'll just put my head down, you know? It's not good, Libra. That's what your reading is. And I feel like I've been reading that energy like for how many years now, you know? I don't know. Seems like a marriage that doesn't go away. But that's what you get, Libra. I hope this helped you. I'll see you at the next one. Bye-bye. Hello, beautiful Aquarius. Let's take a look. Aquarius. What's going on in your world? Okay, this could be a person, place, thing that you're dealing with. Crisscross energies as you see fit. For the rest of May, what's going on with Aquarius spirits? Please protect me in Aquarius as I channel this message for the greatest and highest good of Aquarius. What's going on here? King of Cups in reverse. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Someone emotionally blocked. Someone emotionally unavailable. Someone not acting on their emotions. Let's see what's going on here. Nine of Swords in reverse. Someone was up in their head. Anxious thoughts, anxiety, Four of Cups in reverse. Someone definitely got rejected or is fearing rejection here. And now it's like stunted something here, I feel. Ten of Cups in reverse. It's like, because I don't want to get rejected, I won't find out whether this could be a potential, or I once saw potential and I got rejected, and now I'm like going into my shell here and I don't want anyone or anything around me. Ten of Wands in reverse, so I gave up. Three of Cups in reverse. Oh my goodness. Are you the one that keeps coming through my readings here? Eight of Swords in reverse. Temperance, Sagittarius energy. Queen of Wands in reverse, more Sagittarius energy. Hermit, Virgo. Why is this 10 Wands here? What's going on here with Aquarius energy? This is 10 Wands here. Knight of Swords in reverse. I just heard, no one understands me. It's true, Aquarius. No one understands you. There's the moon. Cancer, Pisces in reverse. Three of Wands. Okay. Three of Wands and the Queen of Swords. There you are. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, but why are you in the reverse? Let's see. What's under that? High Priestess, Pisces. Okay, let's see. Okay, this is all, I feel only one energy, and it's going to be you, or I don't know, maybe it's a person you're dealing with here, but I feel like a recluse almost, you know, like off the dating scene. I never want to experience again. And it could be because we experience a rejection, or we don't want to be rejected. But either way, it's keeping us in an energy here that doesn't allow there to be an experience that we might really want to feel, you know? I feel like you've been doing a lot of healing, maybe finding balance within self, maybe like reflecting about what's within your wheelhouse, what's with not, and like, where am I stuck? Where am I limited? And maybe like working on our confidence. Maybe you were in a situation where we weren't appreciated or seen. I just feel like, you know, you might have had a confidence blow, or like felt rejection, or like anticipated what it would feel like to be rejected. And it's like, I would want a future happiness, but not at the expense of putting myself out there. And so I feel like there was this, like, I don't know, like giving up on love or giving up on self and just like running away into the night is kind of what I see here. It's like, I'm giving into my fear. See you later. I'm going to ghost, or I'm going to just chat over here. And then there's like, finally, like, what is this? High Priestess next to the moon. Like, this is hidden things here and not seeing clearly, or not understanding something, not having certainty or clarity about how to move forward. It's like, are we like completely like isolated, so much so that we're off the dating scene, but we want to be dating? Or are we just like totally giving into these like fears that we just keep pushing people sort of away, but we're like surrounding ourselves with a whole bunch of people and busy things here? I don't know. It's most likely the isolated, rather than dealing with their fears and their feelings, because it's the unknown. I think this is getting in the way of you moving forward and finding a 10 cups. You have a lot of fear of being rejected, or uncertainty how it would go if you put yourself out there. I don't know if this is past energy, if you think you're free of your limiting prison, if you've done a lot of healing with this, but I feel like there's still this lack of understanding or clarity in towards where you're going or how you can move forward. Spirit wants you to listen to your intuition, because I feel you are being guided somewhere, but it's like, where am I going? I don't know. I don't understand anything. Did I learn from the past? Can I still be hurt again? There's still some fear. Will I still run away? Is it still going to be difficult? Do people understand me? Am I even understood or seen? I don't know. Am I going to regret this? I don't know. Okie dokie, Aquarius. Interesting energy. Let's take a look at your energy towards, I don't know, whoever this is or whatever this is. Let's dive in deeper. Aquarius's energy towards this person, place, thing, whatever this is, coming from Aquarius. What is Aquarius feeling? King of Cups in reverse. Again. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Ace of Wands in reverse. I don't pursue it because I'm not feeling it. I can't open up. I can't open up emotionally. I can't open up. I can't go after it, even though I want to. I got to transform. I got to shift. I got to change. I got to release what doesn't work. Like all of these stories and experiences and things of the past. And I don't know what the fuck this is. Scorpio energy. Why is this King of Cups here? Heavy Scorpio. You guys might be dealing with Scorpio. Page of Swords. We still don't see the light. But we want to be happy. But we're conflicted. We want it to fall from the sky without putting ourselves out there. We want to be accepted and welcome, but we don't want to have any skin in the game where we might have to do something. Justice in reverse. Life is unfair. Things treat me unfair. I don't know if it's going to be fair. How's it going to work out? And I don't know. So I hold back and I don't understand. And if I don't understand, I don't feel, and I don't express, and I don't explore, and I feel conflicted. And this is a major transformation we're needing to resolve and heal. Nine of Cups. So all about self. We're really, really, really focused on if it's not going to for sure make me happy and it's going to risk something here, then I am held back. But I don't think this is a good energy, because this is like playing it very, very, very safe, I feel. But it's like, well, at least this is the devil I know, and at least I'm happy here in my bubble world. But it's like, are you? Because you're saying that you want to experience a coming together, that would passionately pull you. But at the same time, you're like, but I don't see how, if I were to experience rejection or how I were to open up, then I would be out of my comfort zone in some way. And I don't know that I'd want to experience this. I don't know. What is this? 6 of Cups. Is there someone that you feel connected to in the past here? Is your heart still belong to someone in the past here? 6 Cups, reconciliation. 9 Cups, self-fulfillment. Something from your childhood maybe that you're having to look at or deal with or transform here. But I don't know. I feel it's creating imbalance in your world and imbalance in your relationships. And maybe you just feel like you've experienced unjust connections or situations that don't fulfill you emotionally, because of the fact that you'd have to put yourself sort of, I don't know, out there in some way. And you don't understand or see how this could be a thing for you. I don't know. Let's look at your other person here on the other side, and maybe we'll put the story together. Towards Aquarius. What is this other energy towards Aquarius? What is the other energy here? The other person towards Aquarius, spirits. 2 of Wands. A choice to be had at a crossroads. A decision needs to be made. Is this them that needs to make a decision, or they're seeing you as sitting in the crossroads? Let's see. 6 of Cups. This feeling's mutual here. This feels like a person of their past. They're like, do I go and explore this thing in the past again? Temperance. They're healing. Sagittarius energy. They're healing, but balance is important here. If I experience this thing of the past, it has to be healed. It has to be balanced. It has to be both sides showing up here. And I feel like with your injustice or your justice in the reverse, there was some form of injustice. High Priestess. They're listening to their intuition. They're not sure which path. Page of Coins. 8 Wands. Communication. What is all this? I feel we need it. I'm gonna put this over here. Empress, Taurus, Libra, the Emperor. Oh my goodness. Divine counterparts. The 4 of Wands. This could be given off severe twin flame counterpart energies. The 4 of Wands is in reverse. It didn't come together. 6 of Pentacles. The need for equal reciprocity here. 7 of Wands. Someone needs to fight for what matters and might have gave up. Ace of Pentacles. New beginning. Ace of Wands, new beginning, and death. The need to release. Okay, let's go back to this thing. Why is this 6 Cups here? That's soulmate energy. Innocent love. 10 Swords in reverse. Something that has ended, but it hasn't ended. It was painful, but it's still haunting this connection. The Devil in reverse and the Sun. Oh my goodness. Shine a light on the Devil. Capricorn, Leo energy, 10 of Wands, and Judgment in reverse. Okay. We were looking at this person and this whole thing barfed out. I think this person experienced an ending of sorts with you, and I feel like this person has mutual feelings. I feel like this person doesn't fully understand or see maybe where there's what is holding back this connection or what is toxic or something, but they're wanting to heal and find balance. And maybe it's like they don't have clarity or certainty around how to shed light around the toxicity or whatever has happened that's been painful. But it's like they're at a crossroads here, and it's like, I can choose to stay or go back, I should say, and something here that's ended, but is still toxic, and I don't know if it is, or I could just like focus on healing here, because they don't know, but it's like they're being called by their intuition. There is some communication I see here. So maybe they want to talk about, like, is it over? Is it still toxic? Can we shed the light on what didn't work and why it didn't work and how we still feel, and like find balance and make decisions based on this communication? But they can't make a choice when they're in the dark. And I feel like maybe there's things that are not clear or understood. It's like, why did it end? Or like, are you still toxic? Or like, is there still the thing that was getting in the way of you and I? Like, this was what they're carrying. And I feel like they're burdened by these questions. They're burdened by these loose ends. They're burdened by you still being a potential option, but not certain if you really are, because if the devil's still alive, it's like, well, I want to be honest and clear about the devils and what didn't work and what's not healing and what's not going to work. And then we see here divine counterparts, and it's like, maybe someone was supposed to leave some form of a marriage, or like another commitment, or like they just didn't pursue this because they were too attached to a devil. And it's like, if they need to come together here and actually have a reconciliation for it to work, there has to be fighting for this connection in a way here that's together, not defensive, and a surrender and a balance and an equal reciprocity in order to have a solid new beginning. Because I do feel like the passion is there, but it's like we need to release and we need to welcome transformation. This transformation would require release of the devil. This transformation would require release of any other commitment that might get in the way of investing. And this transformation would require like working with the universe to release what doesn't work, that is unclear, so that things can become clear and balanced. So there could be an equal give and take here. Okay, but I do feel like there's a heaviness here that's being carried because of the lack of closure or the indecision here with the Judgment in reverse. Like, we need to talk about this some more. So it feels like there was a need for something, some truth, but someone can't speak the truth as long as they're like in the death reverse. It's like they can't talk about their transformation, or they're clinging to something that is over. Let's see, spirits for the month of May. Like, what's this outcome then for Aquarius? Please keep in mind energy changes. Okay, so it's not set in stone, but based on where the energy's at, what's going to happen for the rest of May here for Aquarius and this person or the situation? What's going to happen here? Ace of Wands in reverse. So that's a new beginning, but why are we blocked here? We're still needing to deal with the death. Yeah, look, the new beginning will be blocked until the transformation happens and the release happens here. And the release has been calling for a while, but now we see it in the upright. So someone is actually accepting, releasing what they need to, giving into this transformation before they can step forward to have a new beginning. Eight of Cups. You got to walk away from something. Walk away from something that's emotionally unsatisfying. That's going to be the final release. Not hang on to it. Yeah, Nine of Swords, but there's a lot of anxiety around this. Sleepless nights, anticipating what's going to happen when I leave. King of Swords in reverse. Someone really stuck in their mind, in their head, and it's like, this isn't about a thought. This is all about the universe sort of pulling this person forward. Ace of Swords in reverse. 10 Pentacles and the 7 Cups. The Fool in reverse. Aquarius. More Aquarius. Gemini, Libra. Okay. And Scorpio. So, Spirit's really talking about a truth that has to organically form. And it's happening whether we like it or not, through change. And I feel like whoever this energy is that I'm reading is like been up in their mind about it and would rather choose to stay worrying about a situation rather than being honest and dealing with the situation. But they're being forced out and they're walking away. They're having to walk away from this thing, no matter how confused they are about something here. Because I do feel like this person is blocking a new beginning for themselves here, because there's a lot of fear in the unknown, or like risking it all to step into the unknown here. And it's like, I already have something potentially built. but the universe is saying like they don't know what they can build here until they allow themselves to move forward. But I feel like the Spirit's really talking about the universe forcing this person out of a situation that's emotionally unsatisfying here, out of no sort of decision this person can make. This person feels not empowered to choose to move forward. This person's very confused. But there's change here nonetheless. So let's see. Why is this death here? Indecision, lots of fears. The Tower, that's why they're forced out of the situation. Hierophant could be a marriage for sure. 5 swords, and then the Knight of Wands in reverse. Or this person was incapable of taking action. There's a Tower with 10 pentacles. 7 of Cups. Yeah, it's the same case. So universe has this. It's out of everyone's hands. This person is being, like, look at one person being kicked right out of this Tower. This instability, because this person sat indecisive, sat in their fears, sat looking at the unknown, but creating conflict within themselves, with other people around them. Nobody won. And it's all in regards to a higher level of commitment here. And this person might have been seeing what they were committing to as the be-all, end-all in some capacity, which was resulting in stopping them going after pursuing what was really aligned with their passions and their life force energy with this Wands. It's like, I'll just stay here, keep the peace, or maintain something because of the fears and the indecision and the, lack of clarity. Oh, it's not good. So this Tower happens, and I feel like this Tower is happening for the end of May, but did I say March earlier? Let's see a little bit about this Tower, just so we can see. What is this Tower then? What is this Tower and this death? It's like they have to deal with this Tower. I don't know. The change is forced upon them. There's only one way, and that's forward. King of Swords. This person doesn't want to see, speak, or understand the truth. They'd rather avoid, to the point of being illogical, I feel here. 7 of Cups. I'd rather stay in confusion. Well, what's the Tower? Tower's coming to disrupt this 7 Cup energy. 9 Wands. Queen of Pentacles. Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. Somebody here very defensive. 10 Pentacles and the 5 of Swords. 5 of Swords, nobody wins. 10 Pentacles. That's like our legacy. All these cards falling all weird. What is this? 4 of Cups and the 7 of Swords. I need to be honest. And there's a lot of like unhappiness here wherever they're at with this 4 of Cups. It's like sitting on the line here. So what's this Tower though? This Tower is what? 9 of Wands, Queen of Pentacles. What is this Tower? Ace of Swords in reverse. Oopsie, sorry. Chariot and the King of Cups. Cancer. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. 4 of Pentacles. This person, whoever's I'm tapped into here, is definitely dealing with another energy. And I feel like this energy could be guided by the universe just to sort of block them out or go it alone. And it's like this energy can sit in their in denial or their lack of clarity or truth so long before they have to sort of just move with the universe, even if they don't know where they're moving, because I feel like they're being forced, their hands being forced by someone else. I don't know. Maybe that's you. I don't know. It seems like another energy here. And it's like, I didn't want to see, and I didn't want to sort through it, and I didn't want to understand or be honest. I'd rather just be in denial about this and then deal with the consequences or acknowledge something here, because I don't know, this person was emotionally dissatisfied or just didn't want to be rejected. And it's like nobody was winning, and it was a lot of conflict over maybe material or stability or a home or a marriage or a family structure. And there's like, I'll just sit here in denial and denial and denial until the universe kicks me in the butt and says, all of your lack of not speaking truths here is being taken care of, and it's like, oh, so it didn't matter if I was hanging on to this. I still got to sort of move. And I do feel like it's not about emotions in love at all. This is just like a security, a safe zone that I was clinging on to. And the universe is like, boop, like that's not enough for you to hang on to it because of fear. It's like, time to move on, time to move on. Yeah, look, 10 wands. They can't no more down this. And they were trying to go against the truth or like denying something here. And the Tower is coming to rip the Band-Aid, so to speak. Yeah. I don't know. That's a weird one, Aquarius. I don't know what's going on. I feel like I'm missing something, though. Should we use a different one? Probably. I didn't do this for anyone else because I didn't want to go on forever. But I do want to see, like, what are we missing here? What am I not seeing here about Aquarius' situation? 7 of Wands in reverse. It's like a need to surrender and know, like, to fight for what matters here. And I feel like this person was not fighting for what mattered and more fighting for like upkeeping something here rather than the truth. 5 of Cups in reverse, trying to prevent sadness or like having to mourn something. Sometimes the 5 of Cups could even be the divorce card. Emperor in reverse. I don't know. This feels like someone who was not very courageous, a little cowardly, not finding the strength within them to take action. 3 of Cups. And this is third party. What is this? 8 of Wands in reverse. Blocking communication. The Queen of Swords. And the Ace of Cups. And the 5 of Swords in reverse. I feel like whatever energy this is, I don't know if it's you, whatever it was that I keep reading here, it's like, it's not of their own accord do they see or understand. And there's so much in the dark, I feel here, about how to move forward. Is really fighting and resisting something here where the universe just sort of takes it away in some way where this person has no choice but to surrender in order for them to be aligned with the right people or the right situation. It's like, otherwise they'd be stuck here. Like if it were up to them, like this person just lacks confidence in trusting themselves to make decisions and see clearly. And it's like, it's created nothing but conflict in people's worlds. And it's like, if they just chose what's best for them, which is really what their heart wants, this is all about self-love, what they really want, what speaks to them. But it's like, no, I won't choose that. I'm going to choose the other things that make me suffer here. It's like a glutton for pain, but it didn't allow there to be flow. And there was a block in communication and a process of like mourning. It's like staying there forever. And Spirit's like, no, you're deserving of experiencing love and celebrating and having warmth and joy in your world here. But now, I don't know. This person would rather just sit there on the outs, looking at what doesn't work. Yeah, like on the fence. But I do feel like Spirit's saying this on the fenceness is just come to an end because things change and this person is, ready or not, having to mourn over something here that was very stuck and there's like a forced surrender. And I don't think this person sees clearly or understands yet, to find their sea legs, so to speak, to make moves and changes and decisions. So they're still sort of like, what was this? Like, what just happened? But it's like a leaning into self-love because out of a force of having to sit with themselves, that they've learned to love themselves and learn to know what does it feels like to be loved and celebrated. But we don't know what we don't know. And so if we're always on the outs, we don't know what we don't know. I don't know. This person seemed like they were very inexperienced or didn't understand or see. So this is what I have, Aquarius. I hope this helped you. I'll see you at the next one. Bye-bye.